Plays the father.
Fuck.
Anjanae's probably gonna win.
Oh, I need to watch that.
She's gonna win too.
She did great.
Wow.
I think Will Smith and her are gonna win.
Okay.
If you don't believe me, dog, we go outside. You wanna go outside? Catch a quick fight. Let's go outside. Let's do the show. Let's do the show. But I want to fight.
Where can you see it? In the theater or?
You can see it in the theater. It'll be back on. It was on HBO Max. It will be back on HBO Max.
I think
soon.
it is back on HBO Max.
It'll be back there soon.
So while we're trying to decide that, Fresh J. What it does, man. I'm your boy Jonathan Tumblin.
I'm JGreen. The letter J, the color green. What's up?
Barry Jones.
And we have a guest.
An illustrious guest. An illuminated illustrious guest.
Ooh, hi. I'm Pow.
That is Pow. Pow! Pow!
Catalina
I've been
Wyman.
wanting to make that joke since she walked in here.
The Pow one?
Yeah, and I've been trying not to.
Do people ever do the Gasol joke? Did anybody ever bring up Gasol? Pow Gasol?
Not much.
Oh, okay.
Not much.
That was a real question. I was like,
No, some actually on Instagram, some guys have thought I was a guy.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
2 times. Charlie Murphy thought I was a guy.
rest in peace, Ray.
R.I.P. to the legend.
He thought she was a dude.
Yeah. And this other comic, Noah Finley, he thought I was a guy.
It must have
I'm
been
like,
over
do you
the
not
internet.
look at my profile? Like, I'm clearly a woman.
Maybe they'll try to be respectable.
That's fine.
They gotta see you in person.
fine.
There's no question.
I'm not going to scroll the profile. What's up, dude?
he basically off the name. He didn't do any other work. He was like, I just read the name and I said, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Girl Scout cookies.
But yeah, these are for us. Lisa gave us these
Okay.
to enjoy.
Thank you,
Yes.
Lisa. Appreciate. All right, so
S'mores.
this is episode 101.
101. Like the busiest freeway in the world.
Literally.
The 405's like, what the fuck you talking about? And
Number 2, technically.
those are both true. And 101 also is synonymous with learning. So we all intend to learn today.
So, Pal, what are you going to teach us?
What do you want to know? What do you want to learn?
Everything.
Well, let's start with what do you do? Besides confuse famous people of being a man, wearing nice dresses and cool earrings.
Oh, thank you.
Got the hoops in.
Yeah,
What else?
I brought him
What-
out for you guys.
I've seen you on social media.
Oh, you have?
You have events. You do
Yes.
events, not just shows.
Not just shows.
You do events.
I do. It's so fun. I'm like pinching myself. It's really like the best.
You from here? You from LA?
I'm born and raised LA. Yep.
Me too.
Really? What
Yep.
part?
South Central.
Okay.
9th Normandy.
The Valley. I'm a Valley girl.
Peace signs in the air, baby.
He's from the Valley.
I love it though.
I'm sorry. What high school did you go to?
Candy.
No, I went to Taft.
Taft. Tiffany
Was
Haddish
that a
went to
feel?
Taft.
Was that a vibe? A Taft
Shout out
vibe?
to Stevie J. He went to Taft.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Woodland Hills.
Ice Cube went to
Ice Cube went to Taft.
Yes. I went there for like a year and a half or 2
Okay.
years. I did not graduate from there. I actually,
Fuck this school.
I went to visit my dad in Chile on winter break.
Okay.
And
me
I
too.
ended up.
Same thing.
Me too.
Plane. Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and I ended up staying.
Really?
Yeah, I ended up loving it so much, and my dad was cool. He was living out there for a while, and I don't know. I called up my mom, and I was like,
I ain't coming back.
I'm not coming home.
I'm not fucking leaving.
There's a lot of cute boys here, and I'm 15, and my dad is fun, and
Right. That's
It was just cool.
The fuck I want to do.
I'm not leaving.
exactly. And my mom is very strict, so I was like,
This is the easy
I got my
decision.
room. I don't give a fuck.
to Chile. Oh, this is why you left that? I understand.
You said far away. I understand. No, I get it. No, I totally understand.
It was fun. Good
what's up.
Well,
times.
congratulations on
Yeah,
that.
and then I came back and was really behind, I guess. I was supposed to stay for 2 weeks, and I stayed for 2 years.
Okay.
Weeks, years, same thing.
When I came back, I tried to go back to Taft, and they didn't take my transcripts.
Okay.
So I would have had to like start over like at 10th grade, and I was like, oh shit,
No.
oops, fuck.
38 years old in class.
Right.
Like, how you doing?
Yeah.
You said?
Billy Madison.
That's not no. I know algebra. I met Al personally. I know. No, okay.
Yeah, but I just ended up taking like night school and got my GED and whatever. It was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
You're still having fun.
Still having fun. I have my own business now, so fuck all that.
Fuck all
Fuck all
that.
that. You need to go to college. I went to college for 2 weeks. And I was like, this isn't for
Then you
me.
went back
See,
to
now if you did 2 years in college, no,
Yeah.
it was a waste of time.
Right.
I just do what I want.
As
If I'm
you
not
should.
feeling it, I've always been a worker. I like to work. I don't know.
She could get up and leave this podcast, and I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much. If I
was
wasn't into
power.
this, I'd be out.
What's up?
I'm here because I want to be here.
I'm happy that you're here. It's an honor. It's an honor to have
I
you.
love it. I love this. This is a cool spot. Wow.
Yeah, the Pharcyde air conditioned. It's a good.
Air conditioning, and it's not a loud air conditioning.
No, it's not in your face. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a smooth move.
Shout out to Pharcyde, man.
And it's a hot February day in Los Angeles right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a scorcher. Yeah, it's global warming.
What is it? February? February?
Yeah,
It's not
February.
right.
Which made me mad because the Super Bowl is very soon, like in hours, and a lot of people are visiting now. As a local,
Yeah.
I hate transplants. I hate people who move to LA.
Yeah,
They
we have
usually
a
talk
lot of
big
them.
shit. Yeah, Jot this one. Anyway, so I hate them. And
Don't
What
hate.
happened-
Don't hate. That's a strong
Hate.
word.
No.
Strongly dislike.
yeah,
Strongly dislike.
it's
Yeah.
both.
Sometimes.
I'll take them. Both of them. No, but no. What I wanted to say is that a lot of people are here for the Super Bowl. They're visiting, and they looking at this February, summertime feeling weather, and they're like, February never felt like this.
I gotta come back here.
Yeah, they're like,
I'm never leaving.
I'm never leaving. Yeah, they gonna pull a pound and be like, we really want to do 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and do.
Bengals did not return to Ohio.
They're now the Los Angeles Bengals. They're the Cincinnati Bengals of Los Angeles.
No, we played up this
Yes, yeah. So I don't want them to stay, but this weather is so beautiful.
Yeah.
They're gonna
And you
stay.
know, the ones who aren't from LA are the worst ones. You know,
No
and,
question about
and
it.
they're the ones who complain
About each other.
Yeah, they just complain about. They complain about everything. Like
But-
like anyone who comes here, like, and they like complain. I can't stand when I'm on the internet, like when I'm scrolling and shit, and people are like, oh my god, the traffic and complaining like about LA. Get the fuck out of here, then.
You know the traffic is
You're
better
the
if
reason
it's
why
one
we're
less
traffic.
car.
Go home.
One less
fuck
car. You preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I get
amen,
it.
Hallelujah.
Hey,
I get
The
it.
one thing I will say, if all these people stop transplanting to LA, the rent can go down, man.
And the rent goes down.
Please, please.
Right.
The food tastes better because they always complain about the food, and I always get mad because they be like, "I'm from Arkansas.
like the food.
They know how to barbecue in Arkansas." Well, it's 50 barbecue places in a 10-mile radius. We may have 5, but we also have sushi and tacos and ramen
Yeah.
and
Korean food.
we got all
Anything you want.
kinds of
Anything you want.
Authentic Chinese food.
Yeah, we only got 5 good
And
barbecue
Pandemic.
spots. Y'all got 30, but y'all don't have sushi. You know what I'm saying?
The worst one is when they say LA people are so fake. That's
Yes.
when they-
Yeah.
that's when they kiss me. That's-
Oh my god,
Because
yeah.
the fakest people are the people who said, I'm going to leave my hometown
Right.
and go be somebody else. That's the fakest thing you
Well,
can
yeah,
do.
that's
True.
when it came to my, I'll stay myself.
Yeah, but a lot of why we're friends, you know.
Wait, where are you from, Jonathan?
Georgia.
Georgia, Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay.
The South.
I like the Real
Georgia?
Housewives. Atlanta. It's a good one.
That's not good.
That's a good representation.
Oh, my
Of,
state.
yeah, it's a very good
It's
representation.
pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate.
I like it.
The only thing that's not
Lies,
accurate.
the lies.
The
No.
only thing that's not accurate is the body surgery.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because the Real
They're not married,
Housewives
man, you know what
are
I'm saying?
fake housewives. They're not married,
They're married.
and they're not real. Like they're plastic.
They're not married.
A lot of them.
Most of them are married.
They were married to.
They were housewives, but they don't even do housewife
status
stuff.
men, you know.
At least what you thought a housewife did.
Housewife stuff.
Something inside the house. They never in the house.
They always out throwing drinks.
That's because they don't got a house.
No, they got.
Some are married, some are not. Some are young, some are old. Some I don't know. Some are fake. Some are.
Did you like the one lady that used to be on there? What's her name? Kelly Kapowski. What was her name?
Tardy for the party.
Party for the party.
That's all. I always remember her for that. Tardy for the party.
I did watch that show.
She released a song called "Tardy for the Party." It was a bunch of black ladies and one white lady, and she made a song. She was married to a football player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved her.
Yeah.
Woo, he loves her. I think they're still together. Yeah. He's
The one
like,
housewife.
Man.
She was like the one married
I
housewife.
remember she used to say that. She was like, I'm the one that's actually a fucking housewife here. And things like, shut up, bitch.
And she had a real song called "Tardy for the Party."
Shut up. Like, you married to a black man and he's fucking taking care of you.
She had so much work done though. You don't even know like what she looked like at one point.
They all do.
Naturally, no idea.
No, Kelly Kapowski is a character from.
It's not,
No, I know, but I don't know her real name.
Oh, yeah.
what is her real name?
My name's Kelly, but I don't remember her last name.
I don't even think that's right.
Tardy for the party.
Tardy for the Party will
What
get you
is
right
her
there.
name?
Yeah, Tardy for the Party will get you straight
God,
to
what
her.
is her name? I forgot.
But yes, we were talking about celebrity exposure earlier.
Yeah, so let's set this up, okay? So my guy Tumblin, he had a
Oh, Kim. Yes.
Zodiac.
Kim.
Yeah, Kim Zodiac. Yeah. So you had a show last night.
I have to show you.
I came to check you out, see how you show. They gave me a couple of minutes. I ain't gonna lie, but they shout out to Enemies Comedy. You was up there when I walked in. You was talking about Nelly, who has been trending. Have you heard? So you don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
You have no idea what happened.
Do you have
No.
sex on Nelly?
Huh?
Have you ever
like
liked
Nelly?
Nelly? Have you ever liked him?
Sure. I don't really have an opinion really on Nelly.
Did you like his song?
Sure. Yeah. The
Yeah,
Band-Aid. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Band-Aid. Yeah.
The Band-Aid guy.
The Band-Aid guy, he's cute. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't feel like he's had a song out since like for 20 years. Or
He's a country music.
yeah,
artist.
no,
he
thanks.
hasn't had really no hot songs.
I'm not a
But
country music person.
The music he's made has helped him. Congratulations. I love it. That's one. No,
So what happened with him?
so recently he released. I don't know if it was on purpose or an accident.
It was accidentally on purpose.
Accidentally on purpose. So he released a video of him, like a sex tape. You know,
Oh, no.
So a sex tape. That's not what's important.
He's being malicious.
A lot of people release sex tapes on accident, on purpose, whatever. What happened was, which is more important, is that he was made fun of for his
Member.
size.
Is it small?
Apparently.
I don't know what big or small is. I just have mine.
Apparently.
It can't be that small. If it was that small, he wouldn't post it or.
Well, if it
Put
was
it
on
out.
accident,
Accidentally on purpose.
Accidentally on purpose. But think about this now. If you think you have a big member,
then you show it off.
you're gonna show it, and then the worst.
And I was assuming that Nelly suffers from what I said. I don't know how was big or small. I'm happy with what I got, and I ain't never had no
do you tell
complaints.
I say, I ain't never had a
I
How do
ain't
you tell
never.
it's small? How do you tell? Like, was it? You
Apparently-
see it in her mouth and the whole thing. And,
Okay.
Like POV. Like, what is it?
She was throwing up blood. and
That's not real. That's a lie.
No, he throwing up was like like
she was on it like that.
Yeah.
Girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
It's a video.
what happened was Twitter blew up and went crazy making fun of him, calling
Showed me
it a
that shit before I went on
shrimp,
stage too.
calling it a shrimp.
That's really embarrassing.
And then he was like, I guess his response was, "I'm worth $40 million."
Oh, that's
From what
most rich men do have small penises.
when I called up to
That's a
it,
good comeback, though.
he was like, "I'm worth $40 million," which
I'm rich, bitch.
it kind of broke my heart. I was like, "Only $40 million? Really? Hot year."
country grammar one.
Yeah. Dang, but that was
Still a lot of
no
money.
big deal because
That's a lot of
I'll take it.
the responses, the girls was all like, "Oh well." The funniest one I saw was a girl. She posted from. Have you ever seen How the Grinch? The Grinch, with Jim Carrey. She's like, "Well." She basically was like, all right, well, you went 40 minutes. Well, here I go.
I'm gonna throw a bloods too.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a bloods on that shit too.
That's hilarious.
So
Yo, y'all foul for that.
And what's foul is I don't like seeing shit like that. And then before, because we were talking about it on the patio before the show started and shit. And like they're like, bro, you ain't see, bro, it's embarrassing. And the girl's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. And then this girl went to Twitter and was like, see? I was like, now that's in my head.
yeah, the funny thing is, I was all like, why is Nelly trending?
So it's small. You saw it. It's small, in your opinion.
It's bigger. They don't throw a blood.
It must be.
They don't throw a blood. Hey, they don't throw a blood.
Oh my
They
god.
gotta give it the pound. They gotta give it the pound. I'm taking it.
I believe you.
I'm just saying. They don't be like, okay. They don't be like, oh,
It's summer in February. I wouldn't say that.
But I don't care who you are. If you see, for me, it make you go, damn, they laughing? Cause they was laughing at it, and I'm thinking like it was just tons of girls on Twitter laughing, and I was like,
Sad.
how are your walls, young lady?
You know, all these girls are like dildoed out now. They just sit at home with these fucking things.
No. No.
I don't think it's
That's
like
not
that.
Like,
necessary.
a little bit.
We don't need that. Just a good vibrator is great. That's art.
Exactly. Yeah,
But you guys wouldn't
That's the
laugh
motion
at
in the
Nelly's
ocean
dick
machine.
either. You guys probably wouldn't have laughed. It's these newer girls. It's the newer
Guess.
I think it's
I'm not
more
gonna
for the
lie.
gram.
It's all the motion in the ocean.
Always. That's why you said vibrator and not the square footage of the vibrator. You just like, no, the vibrator, as in what it does,
That part right
not
there.
the size of it. Which makes perfect sense.
I don't need a jackhammer.
I mean, you have no control over it. Your dick is your dick. Like,
That's
what are you
what
gonna
That's
do?
what. So you brought up
Exactly,
another
whatever.
great point. So, a friend of the Fresh J's,
Yeah.
Ruben Warren, he posted, and I need you to listen on this one, because I don't want to go into the wrong area. He was all like, "That's body shaming," which we all agree. That's body shaming. You're gonna laugh at somebody's.
Yeah.
I can't change it unless I get surgery or some shit. You're gonna laugh at that, but if some guy were to say something about Lizzo in the way she presents herself. Keep in mind, I'm talking about the way she presents herself. Not how she is. The way she presents herself, you'll say fat shaming, body shaming, treating her wrong. And he says basically like,
Blame it on the juice.
wait, you say Jew?
Juice.
Juice. Like orange juice, right?
That's one of her songs.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Oh, I wasn't aware.
Yeah, she got
Okay.
she's singing about.
I'm like, hey, the thoughts of Jonathan Tumblin are his and his alone. But what do you guys think about this? And this is everybody. What do you think about? Do you think that is
Definitely
clearly unfair and clearly a double standard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
But the problem,
I like
with
that,
double,
yeah.
the problem with double standards is like at this point, it's the world we live in. There's enough of them to cancel each other out. Like,
Right. And then no argument
Yeah.
sounds like it's
Alright.
valid.
The internet is a mean place.
you know,
Yeah, it's definitely
like,
It's a mean, evil place.
But we should be able to cook Lizzo. All right, look. So
We should be able to cook Lizzo.
So Nelly, hot in here. E-I-E-I, if the head's right. Nelly there
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
But
You can say the
I
inches.
digress. I digress. He was born this way, okay?
Right.
This man was born, and God said, "This is how much dick you're going to have as an adult." Right? It's predetermined, right? And diet could help you a little bit, but
And diet.
Right.
diet could help a little bit, but
He has no control.
he has no control over this, right? So I feel like men like that should be on disability. So when you got
Cause they don't need the stress of that and work.
and work. Like, why work, man? So, but then you got somebody like Lizzo. Lizzo is famous for body shaming herself, essentially, right? Like, she's like, yeah, I'm big. I don't care. And then she goes on the internet, cries about being fat, works out for like 2 weeks, then goes back to saying, I'm big. I don't give a fuck. So I feel like when we say to her, shut the fuck up, we're not talking about her body.
Right.
We're talking about her person.
Yeah.
Her personality, what she's doing.
Yes.
Which is funny because somebody said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is that what she does?
Yeah.
She like...
She's like, it's in your face.
So wait. So she loves her body and goes online like, I love my curves, and then she'll like be like, I hate my body.
Yeah,
so she'll go up and down.
Response that people are giving her, but I'm like, if you love yourself, who gives a fuck?
Right.
Yeah, you accept the consequences.
It's
right?
about the health, It's all about health. Like,
Yeah.
sure, like who cares? You're fat, like big, whatever. But ultimately, it's like the way you're eating and
twerking
lack of
at
exercising.
Lakers
Like, I don't know. It's your fucking your
twerking in the
funeral.
thong at
Your
a Lakers
funeral,
game.
dude.
So somebody was out like, this girl argued in Ruben's post that that's not the same thing. She said it's not the same thing. The difference is that Nelly put something out there and he's being judged by what he put out there. And this other guy said that's exactly the same thing. As in, she said nobody asked for that. That's what her key point was. Nelly put this thing out here, nobody asked for it. And the guy said, nobody asked for Lizzo either. As in, not nobody asked for Lizzo, the artist.
Her talent.
Nobody.
Yeah.
We're not talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that. We're talking about the
I love her.
twerking at the Laker game with the thong on. Like, you could just went to the Laker game. Rihanna goes there all the time. She doesn't,
And she's very sexy. Very sexy.
Yeah.
And honestly,
It's
I
not
would have been.
necessary, but okay. Like,
It's not
alright.
necessary, but I would have been very happy if she did with. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, like, to try to when you say double standard and they come, it's like, no, this is like an in your face. I'm punching at you. You got to make a choice, and it's going to be a clear contradiction if you don't say these are the same thing. And people are just happy to just say these are the same. These are not the same. So like,
No, but I am saying they are the same thing.
They are.
I think they're the same
agreeing
thing.
with you.
No,
Yeah,
I think they're the same thing. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's people that are like they're not the same thing, and it's all like, no, there's no way you could say it's not the same.
So he
thing.
released it on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it
and
came
we
from
say
his
accident
account.
on purpose.
Like where? Like on Twitter? Like
Instagram,
how
I think.
did
I
it?
think it went on Instagram.
I think it was
Like a story
People
or?
like screen
Yeah.
record shit.
I think
People
it
are
was-
waiting for celebrities. They're like,
Yeah.
so they're like,
whole career.
They
put
get
it
that
up,
shit quick.
and then they screen recorded it,
Oh.
and then they just threw it on Twitter.
Oh, so it was IG Live.
Probably.
One of these
No?
things. One of these things. It was.
I think it was in his
Weird.
story or something like that.
He's
Yeah.
messy. He's a mess. That's a mess.
It was messy.
Yeah.
Explain why you can't get
She did a good
We're
job.
all gonna forget. Oh my god. We're all gonna forget about it in a week.
There's no question about that. Speaking of which, you might have forgot about it in days because it was.
I didn't even hear about it. That's
It
how
was
much I
more
don't care.
dicks than an episode of Euphoria. Let me tell you something.
So I've heard about other people that
So more happened this week.
exposed themselves on the
Yeah.
same day, right?
Yo, listen, it's funny because last week's episode of Euphoria had no dicks.
Yeah, but it was
Wow.
And then we
one
got
of the
a lot
heaviest,
there were
strongest.
A lot of, like dicks thrown at us other ways.
Yes, it
I don't
was.
watch that show either. No.
You don't watch Euphoria?
No.
You should check it out.
Not
She
interested.
said she went to Chile
It's
in
in.
high school.
It's set in the valley.
Been there.
I lived this.
I was so good in high school. Oh my god.
It's a reflection.
Oh yeah,
They
I
filmed a
didn't
lot
get into
of
trouble.
It reminds
like
me of
that.
the valley when I watch it.
Because I
Like
like
they were
drug
on Reseda and Nordhoff. I
Yeah,
think.
No,
Kids
the
are crazy.
drugs. Did you say?
free drug use.
The drugs and the titties. I think that is like a.
Valley thing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
for
there's
my
a lot of
mindset,
fucked up valley kids. A lot of
Drugs
fucked up
and
kids.
titties.
that's when I see drugs and titties as a teen. I can see titties by themselves. I can see drugs by themselves. I wouldn't say valley, but as a teen,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the valley. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a good show. You like
It's a
it?
very good show. It's a very good show.
Zendaya's doing a great job.
Zendaya deserves another Emmy. She won an Emmy for the last one.
Oh,
She should get
wow.
one again. And our friend, a friend of our show, Nika King, she plays Zendaya's mom.
Jeru's mother.
She should be too.
She should probably, after the last episode we just saw, she did her goddamn thing. Not just her thing.
I almost
her
had
goddamn
Nika on my comedy show.
Shout out.
Booker, she's amazing.
Oh no, I tried.
Oh.
Oh, she's like, how
No,
much?
I actually I had Jamar Neighbors
Oh, what's up,
set to be on, right? This was like a couple weeks ago. This is actually really funny. He had to back out. He thought he was going out of town. He was later that night was at a show with Nika, and he's like, I was like, hey, get her on if you can, to fill your place, because and he's like, all right, and so tells her, and he sends me a screenshot saying she's down, right? She's like, oh, I'm down. Let's get these reps in. She said,
You're right.
and I'm like, cool, So he sent me the screenshot, and I was like, all right. I messaged her probably the next day, and I was like, hey, I'm Pal, like, thanks for doing the show, like, da-da-da. No response, no nothing. I'm like, dude, I tell Jamar, like, what up? Like, I gotta make the flyer, like, is she on? He's like, just throw her on. She'll come. And I was like, I don't know, that's risky.
That is risky.
I'm like, okay, but fuck it.
From Jamar?
Yeah, right? From Jamar. Fuck.
Of all the people that just like, yeah, let's just do it. Not the guy you want.
But we have the same birthday, Jamar and I, so
well, happy belated.
we think the same. I'm like, yeah, cool. So I put her on, and I had Brian Simpson on that night. Like, it was cool. It was a legit line. I'm like, whatever. And so I tagged her, and she's like, oh, hey, hi, blessings.
That's Nika.
She goes, it must have slipped my mind. Did I confirm the show? And I sent her the screenshot. And I go, oh, hey, what's up? Love and respect. Like, I'd love to have you. Let me know if you can make it. Jamar said you can make it. She's like, I know what I said to him, but did I confirm with you? Boy, I'm like, oh, boy. I'm like, all good.
That's Nika.
And she's like, let me check my schedule. She ended up not doing it. It's fine. Jamar ended up coming. He ended up coming and doing it. I was like, whatever. I mean, what can you do?
What can you do?
That's crazy.
I have a show to run. Like, you're either on or you're not.
Yeah.
I've never seen Euphoria. I've never seen her set, but I do know that she's.
And she got vouched by Jamar, so that's enough right there, because we know
I
Jamar.
honestly don't know who she is, but it's fine. Like, she's cool. Like, that's whatever.
That's a good story.
Nika, you have to do Powerhouse, okay?
It's all good. It's all good.
No.
But I thought that was hilarious. That was hilarious. I'm just,
Everybody that's been in the Jonathan's room at Marty's should have done. Jamar's been there.
Yeah.
Nika. Dicey's done yesterday.
I love Dicey. I've had Dicey. She's the best. That's how I know you.
Yes.
Yeah, so, you got to do. Nika, holla at your girl.
No, last night was so fun.
Oh, you did one last night?
Oh, yeah, every Friday.
Every Friday?
Every Friday. It's like a real thing. People are talking about it. It's fun.
Powerhouse.
Yeah, Powerhouse. Yep.
No liquor.
What do you mean no liquor?
Why you lying, bro?
Yeah, what? No, we got a bar. Shh.
Shut up.
In the back.
I said it. No liquor.
Oh, okay.
No, last night was fun. We had, do you know Mav Viola?
Yes, I know Mav.
Yes.
She's so funny. I love her. She hosted.
Okay.
We had Willie Simon.
Hello, Willie.
Who's super funny.
Backstory, we do the improv.
Yeah?
And we do like a lab. It's like an open mic. They choose the best set of the night. They always be like, the best sets of the night were JGreen, Willie Simon, blah, blah, blah. So me and Willie knew each other from doing like, that's how we became like acquainted with each other.
I love it. And he came through and he brought 2 hot guys with him.
Oh, really?
I gotta love comics who bring hot guys.
That's one thing I've always known Willie to do, is have hot guys.
Welcome. Who else was there? Felicia Folks.
Yes,
She's so funny. Loved
She's
her.
a beast.
And oh my gosh, Liza Traeger. She could not make it. She got like bumped or something. Like, I don't know. She just she double booked and it happens. But man, I was really excited.
I wasn't aware of who.
Liza Traeger. Her Instagram is Glitter Cheese. Hi, Liza.
I'm gonna
She'll be back. I'll
Liza.
book her again.
Yes.
But yeah, I know she wanted to make it. She just couldn't.
Yes, every Friday. And did you bring my artwork?
I did not.
You have to go to Kyle's house on Fridays and get your shit.
Yes, it's true. It's true, huh?
Is it actually at your house?
Actually, I live upstairs.
So technically.
I don't like to tell people that.
She's baby Mitzi right now.
Yeah, kind of. People have been telling me that.
Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing. I have the space. I have good taste in comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You booked me, so yes.
You know, yeah. I'd say I'm nice. I'm easy to work with, so why not? And I like it. I kind of like curating the whole thing. Like,
what made you? You don't do comedy, right?
No, I do not do stand up. I mean, I like to write stuff, and I've written some shit for some people. Honestly, I have. But yeah, so I'm an artist. I paint. I do a lot of like figure drawing. I host figure drawing on Sundays. Mm-hmm. I hire a nude model, and artists come. They pay $20.
Okay.
We do it for 3 hours. It's super fun, super chill. Like, it's a practice that artists need to just, keep their
pen sharp.
Yes, exactly.
Pen sharp.
And we need more of these places because I do this, and I know that
there's not a lot of places.
I basically created these sessions that that I wanted to make that doesn't exist. Like, I have a little wine, I have mimosa, and I have snacks. Mm-hmm. It's just that little extra touch that people like. You're there for 3 hours,
mm-hmm.
and
is it like in the movies and the person in the middle and then you just drop?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Exactly. But yeah, I love it, and so that's why I have my stage, right?
Okay, so you had a stage
when I first got the stage was for figure modeling.
Okay.
First, right? So I was getting that going a little bit, and then I was like, all right, I gotta make money. I gotta think of other fun ideas that I can So I thought, man, I know the stage is the perfect size for one person. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a comedy night. So I hit up Nicole Buchanan. I hit up Madison Sinclair. Mm-hmm. A bunch of comics for the first night, and it was really fun. I remember I was so stressed out. It was my first, show. Mm-hmm. And now, after months and months and months, that was in October. Mm-hmm. It was a Halloween time show. So now we're mid-February. Now it's a lot smoother. I kind of am learning how it goes. And I think COVID was actually cool for me, throughout this whole thing. Because we were kind of we had 10 people show up during the holiday. And everyone's out of town. So what was important to me was staying consistent and just no matter what, open the if I say I'm doing it every Friday, if I can do it every Friday, So I took a little break during December.
Well, everybody
break.
takes a break through.
Yeah, I just took a little one and then started back up January 7th, and during that break I caught up booking every Friday all through January.
Got it.
And all through February. So I mean, that really got me ahead, and so I have a good momentum going. So now I'm booking March, and it's so fun. I love it.
That's dope.
Good time.
I got Greg Fitzsimmons on coming up. March 11th.
It's gonna keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna powerhouse.
I have no choice. This is my plan A, my only plan to make this
you have
happen.
a plan B by tomorrow. Just in case, you know what I'm saying?
We're completely different. You have a plan.
Oh, plan B. I get
that.
what you're saying. No, I was just saying, no.
I have to make it work, and that's why I was like, okay, comedy's gonna be great. It
works
great.
better. I'm gonna tell the truth. It works better because you are not a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
So I think it's easy for you to focus on making the show dope. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause you're not thinking about, I gotta make sure my set is on.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
So I think you focused because you have the space. So the space is dope. And then you also have the idea that. Yeah. It sounds like you got the good eye for talent just based off of the people that you booked for the show.
Totally.
She offers something that no other promoter or flyer maker does.
Titties.
It'd be titties on Sunday.
Paste?
But she paints.
No, not anymore.
Uh-oh.
You were probably the last show that I did. I painted each comic. I do not do that anymore. That is too much work. Oh my God.
That's why I'm looking.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I got mine.
This is what you do now. Do you record it or it's just
what, the show?
The show.
No.
You should just take pictures even on your phone. Mm-hmm. In the best of a year in review, you paint the people that be like, hey, you killed it that night.
Sure.
That'd be something cool.
That's an idea. I'll keep that in mind. But man, that was. But I was doing shows every other Friday.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Before. So, but now that I'm doing it every week, like, and also I have to, now that it's like, I'm still cleaning up the place, I'm still making it look nice. Like it's been taking me a long time, and it costs money. And I'm not making much yet.
To break even is hard.
I'm breaking even, which is good. I mean, here and there, but
we ran a show.
I can pay everyone. I pay the comics. I pay the comics $50 for 15 to 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Which, I give it to them, like, if they want to do 15, you can do 15 or 20, whatever. We're very go with the flow there. It's a good vibe. Right. And I look at comedy like, comics are artists,
They truly are.
So when they're up on stage, like, it's appropriate that they're at an art gallery, Like, I like that it's their art. And
the world's a stage, but you actually have a real stage.
How about this challenge? Somebody stand on stage, tell jokes, and the niggas got to figure out how to paint them. What is up there going?
They're gonna keep moving, and the people are like, "Can you just stand still?" But that's hilarious.
That's a challenge for the company.
That is hilarious. Can you stand still, though?
I actually have an artist. I have an artist who comes to the drawing club, and he wants to come to one of my shows soon and draw the comics. He's really good. He's super. There's
an artist that does Kill Tony, right? And he usually draws.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the name.
What's his name? Chris?
He's a comedian, right?
I don't think so.
He's just an artist. Anyway, he does a lot of art.
Yeah.
For the Kill Tony podcast or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
You know what I really want to do actually soon? I was telling Mav about this. I want her to do her hour special at my spot.
That'd be dope.
But also, like, take all the art down that I have now and get like maybe 5 or 6 different artists to do their own portrait of her, like their own style. That'd be dope. And put it around. That would be cool.
That would be dope as hell.
That could be cool for anyone, like who like dope. Change it up, like do her first, because I know she'll kill it. But anyone.
Now's already. This is a great idea, Matthew. You should really consider it. Yes. Now's did his Scoopity Boopities, and that thing went everywhere, hard in the paint. Oh. I think that might start to be the new move as far as stand-up specials start going, instead of doing the Palladium or these big venues.
Yeah, nobody cares anymore.
Have these
smaller is cool
because it's dope for both the artist, the comedian, and the venue. Because now everybody's like, oh, they did that at Powerhouse. Like I know, as Niles gets bigger, Scoopity Boopities is gonna get bigger, and people gonna be like, oh, I gotta go perform. Niles absent. My Hero did that. I gotta go there, and it'll be the same thing. Maviola did Powerhouse. I gotta do Powerhouse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I feel like
Mav consider it.
Oh, she will. It's just I think it would be a cute idea. Just to have the portraits up of her, like just a cute,
That's a smooth move.
Yeah, because all comics are narcissists. They love themselves. Oh. so why not have a bunch of pictures
preaching to the choir? Preaching to the choir.
But man, speaking of fucking artists doing different shit though, Brian was telling us Schoolboy has entered the PGA Tour.
Schoolboy Q, TDE,
Top Dog Entertainment. His label mate put his dick out and he was like, I play golf.
So TDE in a nutshell right now is Schoolboy. Kendrick is going to be performing at the Super Bowl. I ain't really done much of nothing. And he's leaving TDE. J-Rock, we're not aware. Absol, we're not aware. But Schoolboy Q, a rapper from Hula's, the gang, is a golfer. Like a golfer.
Professional golfer.
On the tour.
Like the jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can get the green jacket.
Or if he wins the Masters. But he could do it. He could actually win the Masters.
For a Masters, yeah.
That's pretty cool. He's trying different things. He doesn't have to be a rapper forever. He can try different things. I love that.
You know you should look for Powerhouse. T.I. No,
oh, we jumping over, man. Hey, we jumping over. Hey. Somebody said, so T.I. is doing stand-up now, and Schoolboy is playing golf. T.I. is doing stand-up. What are we doing wrong?
Is his stand-up not good?
It's beginner stand up.
Okay. Did you laugh at all when you watched it?
It's the same as anybody else.
He sounds on stage.
Hey, that's cool though. You know, he's trying. Like,
That's
like
not
I said,
cool, pal. We've been doing this for years.
He's gonna have a Netflix
I
special.
get it.
We've been doing this shit for
I get
years.
He's gonna have a Netflix
Had a
special.
career.
No.
You gonna try to book him from
I
Powerhouse,
won't watch it.
and he's gonna be like, no,
I'm too important for this.
I'm big. No, you can't
Wow.
book me, and he should be begging
I
you to
wouldn't
be on yours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or
Don't book any
or would I?
Unless they
No,
were
you should probably book
comedians
him.
first.
This is for your venue and your show.
Yeah, it would definitely turn your venue completely up.
From the
Yeah.
comic in the room.
Just to do it.
From the comics in the room.
You better book T.I.
Exactly. If you get the opportunity to book T.I., book him for your show.
Now I have to.
Yeah. It probably will. You
I'll
probably
just slide
can.
in his DMs.
There you go.
I'm sure he'll answer.
Like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
My nigga, wow.
Charlie Murphy told me about you before he passed. I know you. Hey, I heard of you, bro.
Heard about you, bro. Good to see you. But yeah, man, the rappers are stepping into different lanes. I guess. I mean, if your shit was mostly gangster shit, and that's the way you rap, and that's your fucking core, it's probably hard to continue to rap positive and be like, because your fans want dumb shit. Mm-hmm. Your fans want the fuck shit. They're like, bro, tell me about how you killed so-and-so. He's like, I never killed anybody.
Oh my
But rap about it though.
So with T.I., for me personally, I've always felt like T.I. had a motivation to not just be a rapper.
More like a speaker, preacher.
I think he wanted to be, because he jumped into acting almost ASAP. You know, he got the respect as a rapper, and then you saw him in a lot of movies fast.
I want to be an entertainer.
He wants to be an entertainer. And so the comedy thing, which is, to me, just because I always look at comedy as the lowest on the totem pole of things to do as an entertainer. For comedians, it's our thing. But for anybody else who's just like, oh, I'm successful at this, don't waste your time doing stand up, because you're already good at something. You know what I'm saying? If you good at something else, don't even waste your time doing this. This is the work that you got to put in.
Right.
It's not work. If you rapping,
It's not gonna match the work.
if you rapping, you in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So you might not have a hit record, but at least you in the studio in your element. In our element as stand-up comedians is
Do what you're good at.
racism.
Do what you're good at. Stick with that.
Yeah,
Good at it.
it's racism and like lowlifes.
Definitely low lives. I was watching the fucking Comedy Store documentary, and I'm like, these motherfuckers love these troubled ass people. I'm like, why is none of the people that had a sane brain the ones that you champion and push up higher? You like fucking with people who are really fucked.
It's funny because if you watch the Comedy Store documentary, Jay Leno was like a focus, and David Letterman, like two focused guys who ended up becoming wildly successful. And it's almost like they are villains on the documentary. Like they're like those guys.
they were so good. Fuck them.
They used to come in and kill their jokes and go home. Well, yuck.
They
Am I
around
right?
and hung out with us. Like,
Yeah.
come on. We were doing cocaine in the back. Why weren't they doing?
They're like the richest dudes on the documentary, like the most successful. And David Letterman would come in, do his jokes. He lived across the street and go home. What an asshole, right? Am I right?
Never bonded with him. But yeah, it just seemed like in that setting though, like fucking what's his name? John Witherspoon. Mm-hmm. Super famous.
Super famous, right.
And black famous.
Yeah.
No pops, right?
Yeah.
So fucking John Witherspoon, you got Jimmy Walker,
Right.
who was more famous than any of them.
Right.
And they made him seem like a side character to Freddie Prinze Jr. And he's like, bro, I'm more famous than
And Freddie Prinze Jr. died at 22 years old.
Like,
Wow.
No, Freddie Prinze.
I'm sorry, Freddie Prinze. Freddie Prinze Jr. is still alive.
His
All respect. He's married to Sarah Michelle Gellar, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
His dad killed himself when
So
he
it's
was
his
suing
dad.
himself. Yeah.
Is that which was honestly the most interesting part of the documentary? I don't know if you've seen it, but
You did.
I did. I definitely saw it. Freddie Prinze was like
The shit.
my favorite part.
Dude.
It was my favorite because he's
watch
also
it. I
an
haven't
LA
seen it yet.
person, so
Oh,
The Comedy Store
It's
documentary.
informal. Not informative.
It's informational.
Is it on HBO?
It's on Showtime.
Showtime.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Showtime.
But then
why I haven't seen it.
switch lanes and go to the Fat Tuesday.
So
documentary.
in the Comedy Store documentary,
Everybody famous.
in the Comedy Store documentary, they say that there's some dark years, and this is gonna lead us to the rest of this episode. Okay. So they say there's some dark years where they were not generating or making any money, and the Comedy Store was about to
Give
close.
the time frame.
And so from
1994
from like 1994
to 2012.
2012.
God, that's when I started going.
Yeah. So from 94 to 2012,
That's
it was hanging on by quote unquote. We almost there,
That's crazy.
That's true.
CT, we almost there. All right, so from 94 to 2012, the Comedy Store was hanging on by a thread, not being able to generate enough money to keep themselves afloat. And they say not until Joe Rogan was banned from the Comedy Store for calling Carlos Mencia out.
almost
Which this didn't happen until like the 2000s, like early 2007. But Joe Rogan got banned.
Yeah, 2004 actually.
I was gonna say, yeah, I thought
Yeah, it was 04, around that time. Joe Rogan called out Carlos Mencia, got banned, and it wasn't until they say 2012 when he comes back with his podcast. We'll get to that in a second. And that's when the Comedy Store woke up again because Joe Rogan was back in the Comedy Store. So
It made me want to throw my TV across the room. I wanted to just get rid of my whole entire TV.
anybody who ever lived in LA or anybody who just knows about comedy in the Comedy Store knows that from like 1995 to 2005, Fat Tuesdays was ran by a comedian named Guy Torrey, and it was the hottest thing. So they made a documentary on that, basically because Comedy Store documentary left all this shit out. So you have to get this part to say what happened during the dark years. How can you stay afloat for almost 18 years?
that's fucking crazy.
That's 18 years you saying that y'all was dark years and y'all hung on by a thread?
Wait, that show was there? That show, Fat Tuesdays, was
Fat Tuesdays was at the Comedy
Started
Store.
in the belly room, ended up in the main room, packed out.
Because the belly room was such a small room, and so they had to expand it because it was popping too much. So they expanded it to.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
But they didn't talk about it at all.
Not in the Comedy Store documentary.
Not in the
Interesting.
Comedy Store documentary.
Peter Shore produced both.
Why not? Why didn't they talk about it?
Because it was the dark years. No, they didn't talk about it because the Comedy Store at some point, and I remember the fucking general manager that used to work there, Tommy. Fucking Tommy said, you know the blacks, they come in and they just bring violence. So, at some point, I guess, even during the Fat Tuesday years, like gang members would come to the Comedy Store to watch the black comedy, and it's always end up being like a fight or some bullshit.
It's a wild crowd.
And then they would use that as an excuse to be like, see, this is why we don't want them here. Like, we want to stick with our headliners, but all the headliners they had were like, fuck this place.
Yeah.
Because they're like, y'all can just build from scratch. And that's like Tony Hinchcliffe and all of them.
Yeah, like the new generation of comics definitely came because they weren't successful.
They weren't successful. And I remember when I first started going there, that place was so... Like, the first time I went to the Comedy Store was like 2011. And I went to the Tuesday night mic to see, do you want to do something? So then I'm there, and two fights broke out amongst comics.
Oh my god.
Because they got bumped, like, they were arguing about, I was next. So,
Okay.
So that was happening. I was like, fuck this place. And I started trying to go do the other places, right? So... I'll say, and it wasn't 2012 when they resurged. It was like 2015.
Real talk.
Another thing that happened, another black show.
Which was still on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah. Red Grant was hosting that show on Tuesday. And that's what made all the other headliners that used to be there back in the day pay attention to the Comedy Store again. Because the internet was now showing you that the shit was out. People were there all the time. They started using social media for the original room. Like, this person's going to be here.
Right.
That person's going to be there.
Wow.
And it started to resurge. And Rogan came back after Adam became the manager.
Okay.
Because he didn't fuck with Tommy. Nobody fucked with Tommy.
Okay.
Right, yeah, Tommy was a person that was you either loved him or you hated
He
him.
was stealing money from the store and not fucking black guys.
Well, Tommy tried to act like he was a Mitzi.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that was weird. So this weird motherfucker. Let's talk about this shit. This is extra comedy story documentary.
Yeah.
So he was Mitzi's assistant, essentially, when she started to lose it, kind of.
Okay.
So he was taking advantage of that.
Shit.
So he was like being her voice because she didn't have one.
But trying to speak in her voice.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, he literally tried to talk like her.
he was trying to make.
What does Polly think about him?
I don't know. I've never even asked.
I don't know how Polly thinks about it. Because I think the key thing about Polly Shore is Polly is an entertainer.
Yes.
That's what he is. This responsibility for the Comedy Store is like, hey, no, I grew up here. I'm a part of this. I know everything about it. That's my mom. That's my dad. But I'm Polly Shore, so I'm Polly Shore. Let's just focus on that. Because that's what I'm Encino Man, bro. Like,
He's the best. I love him. I love him.
That's me.
So cool.
And so I always thought that he was all, and I feel like he's, to this day, always been like, look, I'm just Polly Shore. The fact that I'm connected to the Comedy Store is only because
lineage.
Shore is not Polly. You know what I'm saying?
It's not Polly.
Yeah, Polly is another comedian.
Yeah, they explained that in the doc. They were saying he had to work out. Well,
and so Polly is in both documentaries. This is a key thing to understand. Polly is in the Comedy Store documentary.
This thing's saying Polly.
Polly
is in the Polly, bro.
He's in both documentaries.
His name is Paul.
Whatever the fuck his name is, he's in both documentaries. He's in the Fat Tuesday ones and he's in the Comedy Store ones.
Cool.
So.
Yeah.
And
Eleanor Kerrigan. Shout out to Eleanor. Shout out to Eleanor. She tried to accuse me and JGreen of stealing fucking concessions at the Brea Improv one night. Yeah, fuck her. But I fucked her. But
that's awkward.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because we were in the backstage area and we were at the wrong improv.
Oh my god.
It's supposed to be an OC Improv.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, those are not.
Yeah.
Not even close to each other.
He had a show and we went to the wrong one. Anyway, so yeah. But that was only that day. Yeah. I still fucks with it.
I haven't been to this store in a long time.
It's back
Since,
to the dark years.
Yeah, is it?
These are new dark
dark years.
Post-COVID.
Post-Rogan.
Yeah,
nigga.
I haven't gone. I haven't gone since COVID.
Yeah.
And I used to go a lot.
When Rogan left, the store left.
I feel like Rogan's also another comic who doesn't hang out after. Like, he just goes home.
He doesn't.
He does not.
Well, we got a lot of shit to do. So
he's like, I get up in
He's
the
got a
morning,
family. Like,
eat
yeah.
some elk. Do more time.
Got shit to do. I love that. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. He's in all that heat right now. Oh my god. I didn't even.
The Rogan heat is warranted. It makes sense.
Totally.
Right? Like, you're bold.
Yeah.
But he is a comedian.
All our white comedian friends probably would get in trouble like he would if everybody knew what they say, and not only on that level as what Rogan said.
More trouble.
But one of our great friends, Tommy Easter, if he was famous,
man,
Tommy would be in it
daily.
He would always be like, "Fuck him, I don't give a fuck."
No, yeah, that's why Tommy wouldn't. That's why
because he would say, "Fuck him, I don't give a fuck."
Fuck him, I don't give a fuck.
But Tommy is just like hardcore comedian.
Yeah.
He's not like a host of UFC podcasts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but.
I don't know.
I'm still saying that most of our white comedian friends,
They say some wild shit.
they say the ones that are our friends, and I am definitely not defending Joe Rogan. If you say the N-word, I'd be like, fuck you too.
No, I think it's a little different though, because they wouldn't be disrespectful.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
I've been around them enough times. They're not disrespectful. They're wild.
Did you think Joe Rogan was disrespectful?
Two of the reference or clips where he said he wasn't even talking about shit, and he just put it in there. He's just let's slide this in. Let's talk about some niggas real quick.
I mean, yeah. See, that's why. Okay,
that's what he said. I didn't even hear it. So I think I posted something about Rogan just because he's like anti-vax and like I haven't gone. I'm not anti-vax. I just didn't get it yet, or I'm not gonna get it, and whatever.
That's how I was till I got it. exactly what
You got
happened.
it? But like,
I had a job.
I like that Rogan was using his platform to kind of just normalize that everyone has their own opinion about what they put in their body and fuck off. How about that?
I'm glad he did say that because they were thinking that it was just black people.
That was like, yeah, he's doing that shit.
Yeah, they're like, what's wrong?
When he was going hard,
Like,
Hey, I get it. No, I'm not putting that shit in my
it
body.
really didn't get big to me about him saying it until Aaron Rodgers was like, I listened to Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan said,
I
don't
think it's
do
funny.
it. And I got immunized.
I'm immunized.
But then all this shit came out. It's like, Joe, what the fuck? What the fuck are you? Why? It's so unnecessary. Like,
It is.
but also, like, that's the thing. Like, comics, they say crazy shit.
Santino got a nigga bit. Louis C.K. got a nigga bit.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Rappy May used to have
Rappy, yeah, rest in peace.
Zach
yeah.
Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Zach.
Galifianakis.
Good job.
Him too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Would you call Joe Rogan a racist?
No.
No,
That's the thing is like,
Insensitive at times.
sure, and I think I posted something about Joe, like defending some other shit, like I don't know, and someone was writing me, he was like, oh, you look at this clip, and I didn't watch the clip, and that was the clip. It was like right before it blew up, and I didn't watch it, and I was like, I don't know what he's saying, I don't give a fuck, like whatever. And then later I'm like, oh shit, damn, that's not good. Fuck.
You heard that? That one was a little racist.
the Planet 8. So this is my whole idea.
Felt like I walked in.
But like, I don't know. I've heard shit like that. I mean, unfortunately,
No, I'm
like
saying like, yeah, we all have heard shit like that.
the roast of Shaq, dude, rough. Like,
Well, there's the Colin
It's
Quinn
crazy.
episode, the Colin Quinn show, which has Kevin Hart and Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
That episode, Colin Quinn is saying the N-word, and Kevin and Patrice are doing their thing. How whoever Bubba was talking to Joe Rogan should have been doing, and how I am. I'll let my white comedian friends say wild shit, but open season, guy.
Somebody punch the shit
Yeah,
out of you.
now we about to-
That's on you, bro. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
if you're gonna do it, you better.
Yeah, accept everything.
and I'm about to have fun. I'm about to
There's
have fun with it.
consequences.
Always consequences.
And that's what Kevin Hart and Patrice, they did it with jokes, but they still was all like, "Hey, whoa, what are you doing?" And then they just started to make fun of him,
Yeah.
taking advantage of the opportunity. They made fun of it because they're comedians too, so they're gonna make fun of it. And to me, that guy, whoever he was talking to, I don't think it was a comedian. He wasn't able to get Joe back. Which, if I'm on the show, and he says, "Yeah, oh, you got the best of both worlds. You got a white mom and a black dad."
A black person.
Yes, a black person.
Because he was on there with the white dude.
No, the Planet Apes he was with white dude, but he has the other one where he says a mixed guy is on the show. So a berry,
Okay.
a berry's on the show.
Okay.
He's mixed. He's got a white mom and a black.
Okay.
All right. So anyway,
Light skin.
yeah. So you're on the show, and he's sitting there going, "Oh, you got the best of both worlds because you have white brain and a black body, something along those lines."
Yeah,
and that's what he
Oh my
says, and that's trash. That's a trash like little thing. It's like I actually would like a Chilean brain squat and an Amazonian body. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Pick my mix, you know.
yeah, if I'm gonna
It's
take
being funny though.
yeah, so who's just being funny? But me, I'm all like, actually, I have a black brain and a white body. Like, you would get him back
You
that
gotta
way.
say
You would say
something,
something along those lines to kind of clown him for, like, saying something stupid.
Yo, you know, I like really hate when white people try to put like mixed jokes.
Mixed jokes? Yeah.
Like y'all saying, I don't care.
Yeah.
If she started, I'd get irritated.
Yeah.
Like what would I even say?
You know what's crazy though?
It's kind of true, though. It makes sense.
No, like, and I think that's where a lot of that frustration comes from. It's just like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, what
If I was a white dude, I'd be like, you were that close, bro.
were that close, buddy.
That would be my thinking, like, you were that close, my guy. I would say that all the time.
You know what the difference between your 800 credit score and your 550 is? A milk bath money.
During the dark years of the Comedy Store, there was a lot of nigga bits, and I almost didn't subscribe to that place.
God,
That was like the easiest
I
joke
don't like
that they
that.
often
Yeah,
make.
at my place, I would not.
Thank you.
stand for that.
You turn the mic
off,
right?
What?
You turn the mic off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stab
It's
him
just,
with a paintbrush.
it's not necessary.
Paintbrush stab.
It's not funny.
It's not.
It's just not.
Well.
I like Louis C.K.'s.
It's not.
I have heard funny ones.
Okay, well,
But
I'm
99%
sure there's
of the
funny
time,
ones,
you know,
but
like-
Can we keep it 100?
On stage, I feel like if you're that bold on stage, right, and you make a crafty bit where you can utilize the N-word as a non-N-word person, you've made it, okay? But if you get off of that stage
and
and continue to say, nigga, you suck, bro.
right.
Like,
Okay.
that wasn't a joke then.
You gotta be a deep thinker. You have to, like, Colin Quinn, I remember with the Patrice Kevin Hart thing, Colin Quinn was mad that, I don't know why, like, he was showing his white. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
He was mad that, he was all like, how you guys gonna say
Colin.
something?
It's the whitest name.
True story. How you gonna say something about me saying it right now? I'm just reporting one quote, and then it's people that make all this money off of making rap songs and blah 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 blah. And it's like, wait, so you saying that we can't capitalize in America? That was the like mindset. Like, oh, so you're mad about us capitalizing off of the thing we can do? We're allowed to say nigga without no fucking consequences, quote unquote. So you're mad about that. So you actually do feel like you're entitled to do what we do, even though we've experienced this whole world of this shit.
It was their word.
It was their word.
I'm just saying, if I invented it,
It's mine.
I'd be able to. That's all I'm saying.
And we were good at it
And he
too.
had a lot of light bulbs in his house. That's all I'm
I just want to say America made a lot of money
Off them there.
off of when we were saying it. That's all I want to
They
say.
had too many ways to say it. I think that was the problem.
Remember when Jimmy Kimmel and Sarah Silverman got in trouble for they were in blackface,
Yeah, we're in blackface.
right?
Oh yeah.
What on earth? Do you consider
That's
them
no surprise.
racist?
No, and I hate
And
that. I hate that black.
I don't know about Jimmy Kimmel, but
That's
I
also
consider
unnecessary.
Sarah Silverman hilarious. So
I
I
hate that
would.
they find that as the tipping point of like, let me paint myself
Right.
with this black person, and I'm gonna come here and act like that nigga.
That's why nobody likes blackface, because at the end of that's always the end of the sentence. And I'm gonna go act like that nigga.
Why'd you go that?
You could just be Lil Wayne, man.
You're right. Like,
Yeah.
if you dreaded your white hair, you would look just like Lil Wayne. So why are we going through the rest of this?
Basically, you ugly, my guy. Like, you know.
Dang, my guy. But yeah,
I don't know. It's just a different time now. It's like it's not funny. Like, who cares?
The hardest
We're all-
part is-
we're all the same.
The hardest part is was not funny. It was
some people are reptiles.
was funny. It was not funny. Like we've talked about Chappelle on this show of his recent stuff, and it's all like, if I find this shit funny, I still can see how somebody could find it not funny. And it's like, man, you gotta make sure that shit is funny. If you gonna be funny, if you gonna do something to be funny, you can't just have it lightweight funny. That shit gotta be hilarious.
Right.
Funny, yeah.
I agree with that.
Ben Frank just said, I remember Andrew Dice Clay. Crazy. Andrew Dice Clay was on the Fat Tuesdays, the documentary. He went and did the Black Knight. And he said somebody heckled him because he wasn't killing.
He gave Eddie Griffin his start, actually.
And that's why Eddie Griffin acted a plum fool when he was at the Comedy Store. But he says to a heckler, which is probably something he said to all his hecklers, but he's in a black crowd. He goes, I can buy and sell you 10 times. That's the wrong crowd to do that in front of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, what happened?
He was never on Fat Tuesdays again.
But his career was already going bad at that point.
Yeah, he was already trash as a comedian at that point.
Which was crazy because the LGBTQ plus IATRUSB, they came for that nigga before.
LGBTQ.
Element of B.
They came for Dice Clay back in the 90s and shit.
Yeah, he was always getting it, and then I remember him crying about it. Somebody said he was like, "I just want to do my jokes."
He's like, Dice is a character. He's like, this is not really.
Yeah, I wrote these jokes. I'm a fucking character. I'm a regular dude. Like, come on. My last name is Silverstein, bro. Like, come on, dog.
I don't know about persecution.
Yeah, like, come on, dog. And he I remember him just saying like, I'm a clever comedian.
He's smart as fuck if you think about that character. Dice, he said, like in the documentary, he didn't know that was the thing that was about to make him famous because everybody liked him for his like knowledgeable comedy. Like,
it was good comedy,
and he was doing like real just regular.
I've heard some of his jokes on like I got the XM shit. I be listening. That dude was killing back in the day. I was like, this dude is hilarious.
You know his name for a reason.
Yeah.
From back in that time,
he has a part in Pam and Tommy. Did you see?
No,
I haven't watched it yet. That's the
he plays like I don't know. It was a quick thing, but I was like,
fucking, what was that?
Lady Gaga movie.
Oscars and shit.
I didn't see that movie.
Something with me.
What was it
No,
called?
This is with Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper and Chappelle was in it.
And Chappelle is in it too.
What is it called?
He played her dad. A Star is Born.
Nice.
Tell me something, girl.
I'm not into musicals much.
I love them.
Would you call it a musical?
I would.
think so.
Yeah, definitely.
I would.
Yeah.
I would call it a musical.
Every fucking 10 seconds, somebody's fucking singing.
Yeah, hell no. No thanks.
Even Disney fuck this model. That's kind of chilling with the song.
With the 9
The kids don't like the songs anymore.
No. You seen Encanto? We don't talk about Bruno. Let me tell you something about Encanto.
About Bruno.
That shit is packed full. It's too many songs.
Yeah.
And I love it, but it's too many songs.
Bro, and Encanto, I have a daughter, so I just put it on.
I don't have a daughter. Doesn't make any sense why I know.
Fucking,
She watched Coco Melon yet?
No, I refuse. But, well, not at my house. But, not at my house. But, in the Encanto movie, the girl literally starts singing in her room about something that she's about to go do. The bitch walks outside. The bitch walks out. Like, not even like 10 seconds later, runs into her sister who she needs to ask for something and just starts singing to this bitch.
No thanks.
And then she leaves her sister and goes to another family member and starts singing to that motherfucker. I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah, no.
It was too much singing. I said that. I said it was too much singing, and I enjoyed it. And I was like, we only needed the We Don't Talk About Bruno song.
Yeah.
That's the shit right there. That's my shit. Because we don't talk about Bruno. But as far as like
Bruno Mars?
No, Bruno. He lives in the
Bruno?
walls. You'll figure it out. Go watch it.
The movie.
Disney Plus.
No thanks.
Silencio Bruno.
We don't talk about that.
I probably won't.
I would tell you, but we don't talk about Bruno. But it's too many encounters.
I wish that kind of comic still existed, man.
I wish. Let me tell you something. I know
the hard shit talk, like the one that's just in your face.
That shit was so dope. He say something. She's sucking your dick, right? You enjoying it, right? I still love that shit.
That was famous as shit.
Go make me a sandwich. Hey! I used to love that shit.
You're running your mouth. You could be making me a sandwich right now. Oh!
Okay, I had to read with Jody Brenzia.
Oh, Jody.
What up, Jody?
Comedy is meant to push. Meant to push boundaries and make you uncomfortable and make you think.
That is true, of course.
But like, it brings me back to the same point we brought up already. It's got to be funny. Mm-hmm. And when I say it's got to be funny, what I'm actually saying it's got to be undeniable. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You cannot deny it.
Some people think it's funny, and
I can't. If you're looking in the audience and somebody was able to keep a straight face, then it was deniable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to the point where they like this.
What if laughing at kids?
Have you ever laughed at something that you didn't want to laugh at? You're like, I'm not. I like these people. Like, do not make fun of little people.
Right.
Or do not make fun of women. Do not make fun of black people.
That's a comic's job, is to say shit.
That's why I feel Bill Burr is like good.
Yeah.
See me, Bill Burr is
Yeah, I love Bill Burr.
top 5 right now.
Because his writing, he does say like.
And see, he talks about black. He talks about black stuff all the time. He got a black wife.
Yeah, he's married to a black woman.
Yeah.
He talks about black people as black people. He's like, you know, you don't fucking want to do them. You're a fucking black guy.
He's in our brain, but what I love about Bill Burr is he still talking like a white guy. Like Gary Owen, he be like, I ain't gonna do this, and I be like, stop, Gary. But Gary is good at his shit too. I don't want to talk shit about it.
He's a trailer park white boy.
Gary Owen is a funny comedian. Yeah,
I think they both do a good job of being the outsider looking in, though.
Yes.
It is two separate sides of the outside looking in, but it is a good walk on the boundary.
You can tell it's not racially motivated. They're just they're just literally saying from what I've observed from black people.
So you know that barbecue.
So I'm around y'all a lot.
How are you concerned? Are you aware of the barbecue thing where you get invited to the barbecue because you're not black? Mm-hmm. Well, I've never invited nobody to the barbecue if they ain't black. The furthest I'm going, this is Barry over here. You know what I'm saying? But he's probably cooking. You know?
If they're not black, you don't invite them.
No. If they're not black.
How come?
Because black people have our own thing. Anyway, so
Got it.
it's like you're not paying attention to what I'm trying to say. No, if I saw Gary Owen at the cookout, if I saw Bill Burr, I wouldn't be surprised. That's what we were ever. If we saw Pal, if that's what we're saying. We're not necessarily saying, "Oh, you coming with me? I'm gonna vouch for you." If I saw you there, I'd be like, "Oh, okay." Who else would be at the cookout? You'd be like, "Oh, I'm not surprised."
Robert Downey Jr.
Especially if you come as Kirk.
Stop.
Hey, Kirk Lazarus show today. But no, let me think. Who else would?
Robert Downey is probably a really good one. Because if he was at the cookout, I'd be like, yeah, man, nigga, he's Iron Man.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's all around cool.
But who would be the whitest? Who would be the whitest person that showed up? You'd be like, how did they make? Louis C.K. would make it. I think.
Do you like Louis? No. Are you a fan of him or no? Not at all.
Huge fan. People be like, watch Louis, man. How are you not watching Louis?
He's still.
What don't you like about him? Personally, like what you?
Oh, not personally.
Well, you like what?
I think he's funny.
Okay.
George Carlin had a.
There you go. That's a good answer.
Jody said, "I wonder what George Carlin would say about current events." George Carlin had a nigga bit too, by the way. He said "nigga," the word.
He also opened up the airwaves for people to say the 7 deadly words on the airwaves. So George Carlin
he's
a legend. He's amazing, but I'm just saying he also had a nigga joke.
Did he say with an A? With an A or an ER?
I think it was with the A.
Because that's a big difference. Or what do you think?
That is a big difference.
The ER and the A.
The complexion is
the A at the end is less offensive or not? Is it the same?
Stage, so he could have said either. On stage, he could have said either. I don't care. That's his expression, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, he used the A. He was making a reference to
Yeah.
But white people around the world.
It's
from Jonathan Tumblin to you.
Yeah.
Why do you even want to say nigga? And then second
it's
of
so
all,
many words.
Second of all,
that's the question.
Second of all, like, why is it a public thing? Like, you have to say it out loud. You like everybody, look what I'm about to do. A nigga.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Because it's still like boundaries you gotta break. Like, I want you to call out your grandfather before you call out black people.
Yes.
Your grandfather was trash. Tell us about him and put him in his place.
Right.
That's a person you was related to. You was in the same house with. You know this guy. Talk about him. Yeah. Call him out. And then if you got some nigga jokes,
or just call him a nigga. I'll even accept that.
Yeah.
Granddad, you such a nigga.
You know,
my grandpa got that Confederate flag to wear. This nigga is crazy.
Oh my God.
That guy is good.
I think we're too funny. Brain just doing.
This is me laughing. It is crazy.
I mean, you got a point because they are the niggas of white people. I just never really would have.
No, in power, but all due respect, white people are the niggas of people.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Okay, they come to your neighborhood and they make a fucking ruckus.
Right.
Okay? And then you ask them to calm down, and what do? Enslave your people and kill them and take over.
That's some nigga shit. And also, think about London. Think about London, how it started. They was in the UK, and somebody like, this is how you gotta do things. But I ain't doing that shit. I'm out this bitch. And they came to America and started doing it like, oh, that's what they said to do, but we do it our way, bitch.
So
this is how we. This is exactly
what he's saying is we act like white people.
No, niggas.
I don't even know anymore.
Of black people.
On the spectrum, niggas are closer to white than black is to white.
Oh, okay. Niggas are their own thing.
The niggas of niggas.
The more nigga you become.
You know, if y'all keep saying this, then Joe Rogan did absolutely nothing wrong. Niggas too.
So Joe Rogan, in quote unquote,
see where it changes.
What we were saying, and this is honestly, I am not in defense of Joe Rogan. I hate to have to like preface this. I am not in defense of like, don't say the shit, bitch. That's what I want to say to Joe Rogan. But when I don't like, you got plenty of other shit to talk about. You got plenty of other shit to talk about. What we're saying right here is that as like comedic minds, you're going, no, I see something and I'm trying to point out what I see.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He's saying, yeah, like I'm trying to point out what I see, and what I see is when I say niggas, you was all like black people. You did what Joe Rogan would do, like black people are niggas. No, the niggas of black people, the ones we used to call niggas and no nothing else, the ones that used to get on you, like you get up and you be like, these niggas. That's a specific group. That is not all black people. That is a specific group.
I explain that to people all the time. So
white people,
nothing wrong, bro.
White people are that. The people of all people.
I don't agree, bro. But they still don't agree at all.
I need to know two things. I need to know if you truly understand what I'm saying,
and
then why you don't agree.
I don't agree because they are not niggas, bro. Like, what are you talking about? They're not Negro at all.
See, I'm not saying that.
What's the definition? What would you say is the definition?
Black.
Just being black.
So yeah, and I'm saying, that's why I don't think you understand what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is,
I don't want to keep talking.
Give me some of that weed.
I'm not on weed. I'm trying to say, so. Let's take
we were talking about the comedy store. Now we talking about the word nigga.
Yeah, no, let's take the N word out of it.
I was with him at first.
Yeah,
I was trying to say the people that the ignorant version of your people, the whack version of your people. Okay. I'm not going to say the word anymore because I want you to understand that I'm talking about like whoever the fuck that is over there, whoever's loud in the movie theater, whoever's stereotypical, not representing you as a human being. White people are that of people. They don't represent people the best version. And if anybody's gonna be, anybody you gonna say they kind of trash at showing what people are. White people are that.
White man have been in basketball.
Yeah.
And rugby.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You guys have different definitions.
I don't know if it's different definitions. I think he's going off of. This is what I'm saying. I don't know if it's different definitions. I think he's going off of the word Negro that evolves into the word nigga.
Like I'm saying, even the ignorance perspective.
But I'm trying to say there's a separation. No, I'm trying to say there's a separation from the ignorant.
I know some ignorant white people. I know ignorant Asian people.
Oh yeah,
that's
for sure.
But Asians got their own niggas too. That's what he's saying.
I think every group has their own ignorant version.
The worst nigga is the black one, bro.
Well, yeah, but we're also saying.
I don't think so. It took me a second. I had to process what you just said, and I was like, "Oh, I get it. Oh, here it is, right here." But the best nigga is black ones too.
I'll take it.
Exactly. I knew he was going to. I knew you were going to because that's what my whole mind is. They might be the worst, but they are also the best.
Yes, innovation, culture.
Yes.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Like nigga has become a culture. Like that's a culture, but it's not.
I was over here like, where can I don't wait.
I've been supportive of all.
In middle school, I wanted to be black. All my friends were black. I was like, why can't I be black? I'm Hispanic. I'm half Hispanic. It's almost there.
But especially
She went to
America.
Tap.
No, but like I love rap. I fucking the culture's great.
The culture, that's the best stuff.
I fucking
And
love it.
yeah, but the worst stuff is
The worst of it is the people who emulate the culture. Who try to fucking come and be like, I'm gonna do what Ice Cube said.
So the best.
He was trying to tell you a story about his life, man.
So the best of white people is building countries and like inventing basketball and rugby and shit.
Is that?
But the worst
Is that the best of white people?
building countries.
Is that the best?
What's the best? What's the best of them?
Civilization. Because black people doing that.
I mean, yeah, only because like black people taught them how to build countries.
America, the youngest country of all countries, right? The youngest is like in top. It's like one of the top countries
In the world.
by measurement. Like if you measuring them what they did and what they've accomplished. And of course, it was built by black people. We did our part as the work, but they did their part as the like brain trust, quote unquote. And they did a pretty good job if you want to do that work as far as the numbers.
They did good with like constructing a country, yes. Where they fucked up was politics.
Right, right.
Like just have the country, man.
And we're the most niggas.
Just have your politics, like have your politics inside of your house, man. We don't give a fuck about you telling everybody.
But the setup said that. The setup said do this at home, and if everybody does their part at home, then we'll all figure this thing out. I always say that. Like y'all want.
I like that.
If you don't want me to be a coon, you need to have dinner with your family, or else I'm about to do these Popeye chicken commercials. Don't let me become famous. I mean, I did chicken good. I'm gonna be like, show them, boss. This chicken's so good. They gonna be like, JGreen is like cool. I'm like, do you eat dinner with your family, my guy?
Cook for your kids. Huh? Okay.
I'm like, no, we talking about you. No, we talking about you, Maya. I got paid for this. What you do?
Right. Talk shit on the internet.
I'm over here dancing with white man. Yeah, we did the turtle. Let's get back to a fresh J's conversation. And I wasn't on any influence of any drug of any kind. I just wanted you to understand where I was coming from.
You guys hear about Dave Chappelle?
With the house?
Yeah, the housing.
So he bought the firehouse.
He bought the firehouse?
He had already purchased the firehouse and he was doing some like renovations and some moves, right?
I guess he like bought a couple of businesses in that little area.
In Ohio.
It's called the Village, yeah.
So yeah, I heard about the Village. The Village is the one liberal place in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow Springs is like liberal to change the poverty, or not the poverty line, but like to lower the income for housing would mean that you're bringing in those Trump supporters. That's all he doesn't want. And
wait, say that one more time. That last part you said.
If you lower the income in that area, a lot of people who want to live there already are Trump supporters. He's like, I don't want to live around the motherfuckers. Like, this is our one little pocket of fucking utopia. Why would you take this away? Yeah,
I was an ass if anybody.
So then, like, he is like literally telling the town, like, come on, man, I came here in hopes of keeping this way, and if you take that away from me, I'm taking everything away from me.
Damn.
I'm not about to help these.
Yeah, have you read
it? Like,
have you
racist towards me? What the fuck?
Right.
Have you seen the like articles written about him, or like I know you have. Basically, you talking about like what you. Yeah, but. Did you see like the headlines that is saying like
they're trying to act like he's like blocking
like he's just like you guys are not gonna get affordable housing,
which is fucked up because the people know of this world that by large, by number, African Americans are on 13%. So who uses affordable housing more than black people?
White Republicans use more government assistance overall than anybody.
Yeah.
But that's
yes.
But the headline is to kind of
end up in that neighborhood, and he's like, "I will pull all my contributions." Like, I don't give
man, could you imagine you own like half the block and somebody calls you a nigger?
That's why he's
in your building. Yo, I would snap.
What if they said you better own the whole block, nigga?
I would fucking snap.
You don't own Ohio.
That was Spencer that said that, by the way.
You don't own Ohio. That's what you don't own, boy.
I love Chappelle. He's so great.
He's the best.
I mean,
He's just a cool person too.
He is a cool
He's like
person.
down to earth.
I will say the attack on
person that
him.
hasn't met the guy.
You probably.
I never met him. I mean, I've seen him. I've been in the same room with him, but I didn't like walk up and shake his hand and say, "Hey, I'm JGreen."
Yeah, he's
Yeah. That shit used to be fun when he would come to the back bar and smoke.
Yeah, he'd be there all the
I want him
time.
a pass so bad. One day.
One day.
He'll
Oh, he'll do it. You ready to stay up all night?
I know.
You don't know those. Go take a nap while he go on and come back.
I told
Set that 20 minutes.
I told Elaine, his wife, I was like, hey, if you ever want a place to come hang, I got the keys.
Yeah.
I'll stay up all night. I don't care. He's cool.
Yeah, he's good shit. But I think the attack on him really affected him. I do.
Oh, there's no question about it. People gonna lie. Like
When they're calling him
could lie.
homosexual or transphobic.
Not
or,
transphobic.
I mean,
yeah.
trans-
Like, I don't think anybody called him gay.
I don't think he would care about that.
Of course. Everybody knows this, folks. What else is new?
It was the 90s.
I think he's used to everyone just picking on him and trying to cancel him at this point. Don't
Well,
you think
I think he
now
prepared
he's so
himself.
successful, top comic of
Well,
all time.
yes,
Like,
but he was brought back by the very engine that's trying to disrespect him now, though. Like, it was the independent artists, the underdogs, so the LGBTQ, they loved him when he was off Chappelle's show. I'm like, I'm gonna stand in charge. I'm not gonna be nobody's fucking bitch for money. Fuck that. And everybody's like, we love this guy.
This guy's
And
awesome.
then
yeah, right?
he started fucking telling his truth, and he's older now. Like, we lost this nigga from 2004
Right.
to
A couple years ago.
2014.
Yeah.
That's a long time, man.
Right.
He's just out off the grid, and now he's coming back with his thoughts and views that he's been having,
That's
and the
cool.
world is changing.
And he's a brilliant joke writer. He's a brilliant person.
Comedy's
Like,
art. Like,
Yeah.
he's
so I
an
feel like he was
artist.
like, "Why are y'all fucking with me? What did I do? Y'all know I don't hate gay people. What the fuck are y'all doing?"
he looks like an ally to me. I'm not saying he is one just because I don't want the smoke. You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
feminist.
But he looks like one to me. I thought this is what allies do. If there was a white person making these jokes about black people, even if it was like, I can see why black people would be mad about that joke. But it was funny. Even if I didn't think it was funny, I'd still be like, he doesn't sound like somebody who's against me, like a Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Bill Burr got jokes about black people. He does not sound like somebody who's against us.
Yeah.
Gary Owen, he does
Right.
not sound like somebody who's against us. So even if he's making fun of us, he doesn't sound like somebody who's against us. We're not about to be like, it's Gary Owen hate. There's a lot of people who hate Gary Owen, and there's a few people who hate Bill Burr. Like, and he ain't never said the N-word, Bill Burr. But
That's Gary on it?
No.
no, neither one of them. I'm saying though. I'm just saying like it's people that be all like, I don't like that
There's
they
gonna
do.
be haters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the way they
Always
hate,
gonna have haters.
the way they hate is the same way the LGBTQ RSTUV is hate those Dave Chappelle. They doing the same moves, like they're saying, you are our enemy. You are our, and it's like, it sounds like an ally.
People
I'm
need
not
to
trying to be
get busy
disrespectful.
doing other shit. than
Amen to
fucking
that shit.
Talking crap about.
I don't know. I mean, I wish the fucking Comedy Act or
Regency West
was still around for that comic, right?
Yeah, to
Like,
just
cause if he
come
was
in.
there talking shit in the hood amongst his tribe, none of these jokes would be so taboo because there's a lot of like-minded people in that area who think the same thing. It was like, yeah, it is kind of strange that you can change your sex and I can't say anything about it, but you can call me a nigga.
I'm a girl now, nigga.
You can call me a nigga and people.
I'm a girl now, nigga. He did it perfectly when he did that.
You have to respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, man. I think that platform that we had, that Robin Harris introduced to us,
Rest in
rest in
peace.
peace to the legend. It was for the fucking free thinking black person.
As an LA native, I just want to say this because Robert Harris was born in Chicago,
He was.
but he went to Manual Arts High School, which is in LA. And what I do, if you went to high school in LA, you from LA. So I claim Robert Harris. I just want to make sure you know he's an LA guy, but he's got that Chicago funny. So it's hard to say like he's actually from LA because Bernie Mac's from Chicago or Richard Pryor from Illinois. Like
the Midwest is.
I love being from LA. We're so lucky.
We are.
We could have been born anywhere in the entire world.
Illinois.
And try to get back here, right? Try to get here.
We were born here. Like, that's sick.
I was telling somebody last night, I used to live in a place where we didn't have water. We had water parks, nigga. That was depressing.
Wait, y'all had water parks?
Water parks. No beach.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go in the wave pool with other fucking people's drinks. Like, you're just like, I don't like this, man. Get me the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Yeah. See?
This is life. Niggas with big bellies and kids.
It's funny about the coolest thing about the beach. And I know if somebody's not from LA, they're gonna be like, damn, I gotta get out there. The coolest thing about the beach and our shore is that you don't have to get in the water
at all
to enjoy it heavily. And you don't have to be with other people.
I sure do.
Yeah.
You can sit in your car
and you don't have to have anybody else with you. Honestly, by yourself is even better.
Yeah.
And we have that. Just it don't cost no money.
Nothing.
It don't cost.
That's why rent is so high. That's why it's expensive to live here because it's beautiful and it's great to live so close to the ocean. It's good for your soul.
It is.
Like I get in the water.
Yeah, getting in the water is awesome
because
too.
I think it's good for my skin. I think it's good for my soul. It's good. It's just good.
It's probably your Chilean background.
Yeah,
I love it.
No, I got in the water. I ain't from Chile.
I'm all about the beach.
It's so dope. It's so dope that we have that. And we've had it since babies. We just go out there and just go touch.
When I was like in middle school, I was like a kid.
1, 2, 3, guys.
Yeah, like 10 years old, 11 years old. My sister would pick me up from school, and we would just go to the beach. And that was like, it was a good memory. And we'd go through Las Virgenes. Have you ever gone to the beach through the valley side, like? No,
I've never.
Just like,
definitely
if you're
not.
From LA, yeah, well,
I've definitely not.
I'm over in Woodland Hills, so yeah, like that's the way to do it. Like,
but I've been all the way down to Newport and Laguna.
Newport is nice.
Yes,
Newport's nice. Laguna is interesting.
Close to Newport.
Laguna's nice too. They're all nice over there.
But it's like a high probability of getting called a nigger.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. No, being called.
A lot of Trump people over there.
The police will call. They'll call the police on you if you do anything. Like if you just enjoying the waves.
The same thing.
Yes. If you just enjoying the waves crashing, you're like, this is beautiful. Somebody's like, why are you here? What are you doing?
You don't live here. I went there on some touristy shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is Laguna where they did the show with all the white kids.
Yeah.
And I realized there was no black kids in that show. I was like, oh. I went to a bar. I went to a bar, like on their little fucking city walk little thing.
Yeah.
And they, I sat at the bar, like, cause I was by myself. You do go to the beach by yourself out here. I'm at the bar, and the motherfuckers did not serve me, bro.
They was like, he's gonna leave eventually.
Literally. He'll get the fuck out of here after a while.
Fuck that shit, dude.
That takes white people by surprise. That happened?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's normal.
Oh, Jody lives out there. Oh, okay.
Sad.
Jody lives in Newport. Okay.
It's just sad and stupid. It's just like, why are people's brains so fucking stupid?
We've turned everything, every subject we brought up, we have made it racist.
What year are we in? Like, get it? Like, the world has different people. Everyone's different. Surprise.
South of the Mason-Dixon, why do you still live why do you still
It's really crazy.
It's a wild experience. I'll ask you this, Pop, since you've been booking shows since October.
Yeah.
And you've been around for a while, comedy scene.
Yeah.
Where do you think the funniest comics come from?
Where do they come from? Like
South, Midwest, North, or West?
East Coast.
Gosh. Think about that.
I'm all Kristen and Mike. I'm waiting.
What do you think?
Yeah. East Coast, West Coast, I guess. LA, New York. I don't know. Who are good comics from the Midwest?
Well, I can tell you who's from the Midwest.
Where is the
rundown of the Midwest. Chicago, Cleveland, Cincinnati.
What is that place? I've been there once. I actually went to the Super Bowl one time in Illinois.
Okay.
Illinois or Illinois?
Both.
So now you can use two. I can't say poly. But she can say, okay, go ahead.
Because Polly is a woman.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I went there and I just wanted to leave like immediately. It was just
it's
not
desolate.
good. Not good. Just bunch of fat people, just white fat.
That's the level.
And, like, the food's not good.
Everything has cheese.
God, I was like, fuck.
Everything has cheese.
It's just boring.
The bears.
Sorry,
the bulls.
That's probably why they have the funniest people there.
I think so. They have the funniest people.
Who's funny from there? Tell me, because I don't know.
Bernie Mac's from
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor's from Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bernie Mac. Who did say? Robert Harris. We just said him. From Missouri, you got Seth the Entertainer. From like Cleveland, you got Arsenio Hall. You got Steve Harvey.
What about Eddie Murphy? Where's
Drew
he
Carey.
from?
Eddie Murphy from New York.
Okay. Well,
now Eddie Murphy. Now New York.
I'm right.
New York has a good example. New York has a good.
I mean,
because they got Eddie Murphy.
I don't think it's not my.
Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Rock is funny.
No, Adam's from New York.
He's from
and like Bill Burr is from Bill Burr and so those are East Coasters. Bill Burr, Louis C.K., Jerry Seinfeld. They're all from the East Coast. Larry David or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Those are all
David
my
Letterman,
favorites.
but
New York. New York is great. David Tell, I love David Tell.
Chris Farley.
He's very New York.
Chris Farley, the Belushis,
Santino.
Midwest.
Dude, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Yes. So because I'm like the funniest white guys and the funniest black guys. Robin Williams, Midwest. Like that is the quintessential.
That's crazy. It might be the Midwest.
I think
it's a tie between that and the East Coast.
Yeah, my argument is and the West Coast is poorly represented.
Are there any funny people from Florida?
Cleveland.
From Canada.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Are there any funny people from Florida?
Toronto.
Funny people from Florida.
Are there?
Yeah, Lil Duval.
Who?
Lil Duval.
Who the fuck is that?
Hey, don't say that. Hey, we're gonna edit that out so you can book him for your show. Yeah. Cat from Ohio. Yeah.
He's a black comic.
Lil Duval.
Ed's from Indiana. See, I'm telling you.
He used to be
D-Ray,
for
Cat Williams. That's all Midwest.
Yeah.
So I
Who
know
the fuck is D-Ray? But
D-Ray Davis.
I don't know. There's funny people everywhere.
Oh, my D-Ray's.
Funny people everywhere. But I'd say New York for sure. If I had to choose.
Yeah, I think LA is just.
I won't give it to New York. I'll just give it to the whole coast because New York doesn't.
No, it's got to be East Coast all the way.
That I like, but
Patrice is from
New York.
Patrice O'Neal from Boston.
Joe Rogan's from Boston.
Patrice O'Neal's from Boston.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Or Massachusetts. I don't know what part.
Yeah.
Patrice O'Neal's from Massachusetts. I don't know which part, but he's from. Kevin Hart's from Philadelphia.
Boston. That's what Patrice shit was about. He's from the ghetto in Boston.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he had all the racist stuff happen to him. Yeah, but yes.
Will Smith's from Philly.
Yeah, and he's a funny guy. So then let's add the DMV.
Still
Because
funny.
the DMV might not have a lot, but they got a lot of representation. So that's DC, Maryland, Virginia. Chappelle, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC. No, what's his name?
He went to
Donnell
a really
Rollins.
nice high school. Did you know that?
Who, Chappelle?
Yeah.
His
He went to like
parents
a
were
arts, like a creative arts high school.
Terry Crews from that nigga. Fuck Terry Crews. Oh, the Wayans is all from New York too, by the way. So I'm like, the hard part for me is I'm from the West Coast. And like I gotta be like Teddy Ray, Jamar, like people that's already out right now, like Brent Taylor,
He's so funny. I love him.
Tiffany Haddish, you know, like
Currently working.
Steve Martin is like our only. Steve Martin and D.L. Hughley is like our only real.
He claims Chicago too.
He claimed North Carolina, but he went. You talking about D.L.? Yeah, he claimed North Carolina. He got his special where he's all like coming home or whatever. It was in North Carolina because his family from North Carolina. I'm like, you went to Gardena, my guy. You from and you lived in Compton.
Gardena. What the hell is Gardena?
D.L. Hughley.
Huh. I ain't never heard a nigga say nothing about North Carolina.
I'm basing it off his special. I never heard him say anything about what you say he was.
He said he was from Chicago. Every time he does
Yeah.
he talk about Chicago.
Yeah, I never heard him say that, but I don't really watch.
You, man.
I don't watch much. I don't watch much Vlad. Cause
You don't like black people?
Huh?
You don't like black people?
Oh no, when Godfrey was all like he don't fuck with black, I was like, me neither, bro.
Why?
Because
Godfrey's African, man. You get mad about anything.
Chicago. Godfrey's another one from Chicago. I almost said New York, but I was like, no, that's Chicago as well.
Why is Godfrey mad at that nigga?
Because Vlad didn't want to apologize to Lord Jamar for being wrong about Farrakhan being a hater of Jews.
What's up with hating Jews too? Like, what's up with all this shit? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Really
Like, why?
The Jews
Fucking
that
love it.
Farrakhan hates,
I date
and,
Jewish guys
the
all
Jews that
day.
regular people hate are two different Jews.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said the Jews that
Ken John's
Farrakhan
from
hates
Detroit.
and the Jews that like every other Jew hater hates are like two separate groups of Jews.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Like,
Does Farrakhan hate anybody for real? Like,
There's Zionists, and there's Zionists, and then there's Jewish people.
there's Zionists and then there's Jewish people. That is true. Corey Holcomb is from Chicago. I'm telling you, Midwest got the best. There's no question about it in
Ken
mine.
John from Detroit. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know Ken John was from Detroit. No wonder he stopped being a doctor. He's like, I can't. It's too many lives to save. I'm just gonna go
Between the cold and gunshots, fuck.
If he showed up to the barbecue, I would be the same way because he's like, "How team?" I love like, and he say something about
And John
nigga.
wasn't embarrassed about his little dick.
He showed it
It's
on
all about it.
all in the movie.
That's how you gotta be. You gotta just be proud.
Yeah.
Nelly should be like, yeah, and well, I guess he did, right?
40 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nelly was not.
Fuck you, whatever.
Nelly's all like, "Watch what my DMs do." That's what he said.
Oh my
He
god.
said, "Watch what my DMs do. I bet you I'll be all right."
I can imagine being a rapper, like, every time you do anything, like, good or bad, it's just a bunch of women that's like, I want to fuck you. Like, why? Because it would be bad to fuck you. You're negative right now.
I gotta see this picture. Can you like show me? Do you have
You gonna have to figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Just
Should I look? Is it
he
easy-
was
easy to
trending. That's
find?
how I found out because he was trending. So if you just type Nelly in the trending
I feel
thing.
lucky because like I pressed on the trending, but I dodged.
So I'm scrolling on the comments,
Once I
and
realized
somebody
that-
posted it in the comments, and I was like, God,
I saw somebody's Instagram story put a picture of Lil Fizz's face and a mushroom next to that.
Bruh.
honestly, if I was famous,
I was like, did he put out a dick pic or something? But like, they were clowning the fuck.
if I was,
That's crazy.
it didn't. The good thing about it, because I'm a person who overthinks, it did not make me self-conscious not once. I was like, I'm okay.
What do I look up? Nelly. Oh, Nelly had videos right there. Nelly had video.
Which sucks too because you put that up thinking it was gonna go away once you delete it. No,
Dude, Twitter is
sir.
dark.
Twitty is quick.
Twitter, you can
Twitty.
see everything.
Twitty is.
Nelly accidentally posted a video of him getting head to his story.
Yep. All right. So
They were making fun of one girl was like, this nigga was
Doesn't
running like a
look
little
that
bitch.
small.
Aw.
It's not that small.
you can't talk.
Oh wait.
We're not.
This is what no man wants to hear.
That.
It's not that small.
Especially with the peaks
I
and
mean,
valleys.
it's not like,
The-
okay,
the
now
key thing-
I'm getting a better
No, you ain't got time.
view of it.
You don't have to do like micro. It's not a micro.
Can you hear the sound?
I think everybody can hear the sound. We're about to
Oh
get.
my gosh. I'm learning some tricks from her. She's fucking.
Throw up blood.
Dang.
But,
Be a gangbanger.
I get it now.
You got
I
the
get
right
it
colors on.
I get it now. No, yeah.
Hey, you gotta go into the Rashad now. That's
oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we-
what I was fucking with.
yeah.
I want to talk about racism and shit.
Go ahead, like you wasn't doing it too, bro. Go ahead,
I didn't
bring it
want
up. But you did it. Go ahead.
All right.
So while Nelly was trending on the thing, Lil Fizz was trending,
For his mushroom
and Isaiah Rashad.
was trending for his mushroom.
Well, his shit was a little bit different than what Nelly was going through.
And Little Fizz
So Isaiah Rashad, rapper from TDE,
was outed.
outed a video of him having sex with men, multiple threesomes, all kinds of shit got posted and circulated on the internet. The way it hit my Twitter is They was like, first Nelly, then Lil Fizz, now Isaiah Rashad. And I was like, what do you mean Isaiah Rashad? What did he do? And then I was like, oh, rewind. No, never mind. No, thank you. But yeah, Isaiah Rashad.
Lil Nas X fan, is what you're saying.
I think Lil Nas X and Isaiah Rashad have known each other long before this. Because Isaiah Rashad looked like he is, was everybody?
Is he a musician?
Was he? Yes.
Okay,
he's a rapper with TDE. A very good rapper.
He's dope.
All right,
a very good rapper.
So he's gay.
Good.
That's
that was the sentiment.
So that's the consensus about it is okay.
Gay.
This dope rapper happens
or
to be
bisexual, which is still
sure,
good.
whatever he wants.
Yeah, but no, he never said it himself, which is why when you say the word outed is like a crazy thing because he didn't get to go. All right. But
still, it was leaked. The video was leaked.
I don't even know how it. Maybe he leaked. I don't know what.
It's definitely him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that, but let me say, a lot of people are like, live your truth, do your thing. So they are definitely like, they're convinced. No, that's Isaiah Rashad for sure. So, yeah. So
changes a lot of things.
Dude signed to Top Dog. Top Dog.
Oh.
Yo, you crazy.
CT, stop. And then he says, yeah, K-Dot left. But I don't think K-Dot left for that. Yes, I think that what's going to happen is he's about to be championed. And he's going to end up being more famous than he ever thought he was going to be. Because, one, he's an actually good rapper.
Yes.
And he so happens, like, if it's true, he's provenly gay, so at least bisexual. And I think that everybody gonna be like, this is the one. You can't, if you it's like Lizzo, you can't turn your back. Oh, that's not a good phrase. You can't not support him.
Yeah.
What do you say? Is it because I said Lizzo?
No.
Oh, okay.
So this nigga's been rapping about bitches this whole time. And his bitches are just different from everybody else's.
I mean, the nigga got a kid. He do fuck girl.
2. I think he has 2 kids.
That's what I'm saying.
A boy and a girl. Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, it changes a lot of the lyrics, man.
So we talked about this. We talked about this on the last. So because you said that, we talked about this on the last episode of the Fresh J's podcast. Is a train the same thing as a threesome?
It has to be 2 men and a female.
So 2 men have sex with 1 woman.
Yeah.
Is that a threesome?
Say that again.
When 2 men have sex with 1 woman. 2 men,
1 girl. It's a threesome. It's not a train.
You know, a lot of guys.
A train has to be at least 4.
I referenced
that's what we said. That's what we said in the podcast.
3 is not a train.
Yeah, but it's a lot of knuckleheads. The whole thing.
4, 5, 6.
The only reason I'm bringing it up because there's a lot of dudes. I think they're dumb. Are saying that's whenever you hear 2 guys and 1 girl, they go, "That's not a threesome. That's a train." But I think it's just for their like. That makes them feel better about themselves. No. So the same thing with these lyrics is like, well, if he clearly has kids and he clearly fucks women, are those lyrics about men? Same thing with Frank Ocean. Like Frank Ocean just said he fucked with a dude, but he also fucks with women. So those lyrics were still about maybe not a tornado.
Frank is too sexy. He can't keep it to himself. He hooks up with guys and girls.
To each their own. Okay.
He's a sexy guy. He's talented. I'm not surprised. He's living his life. He's living his best life.
Y'all still listen to Luther Vandross? Yes.
Yeah.
I said. I knew he was singing to a dude. I didn't care. Did you think Luther Vandross was singing to a dude?
Yeah.
Of course.
He was gay?
No, he's still never ever he rest in peace.
Again, though.
Yeah, rest in peace.
That should tell you a lot.
What's wrong with dancing with your dad?
Because he just done it for a long time. That should tell you a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, I think you were saying it more as a joke anyway. So.
Yes, everything I've been saying is a joke.
Yeah. So I'm not in that, but and honestly, it wasn't to you anyway. I'm just saying, like, it's dudes out there like, oh, so that shit was to dudes. Yeah. It's like, no, that was not to dudes, bro.
You can care. It's okay to care.
Why?
Because you're like, your fandom, to be a fan of something, you already are out of your brain, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm a fan of this person because they represent me in this way, right?
In this way, yeah.
Well, once that person changes their orientation, even if you're a fan of a white comic, he's like, I hate niggers. And you're like, I still like that shit, like me, I can't be a fan of you. Or I can be a fan.
But I need to recalibrate what I'm saying about why I like you. Like, I'm still a huge Louis C.K. fan. I have never said, I don't fuck with Louis C.K. But I definitely don't fuck with some of the stuff he said or done. Clearly, jacking off in front of women, I'm not a fan of that. I'm like, no.
That didn't bother me so much, that part. It didn't.
She's like, I party.
Look, hey, I'm sorry, but these girls were in his hotel room, and shit happens in hotel rooms. And don't, if you're done with it, you can leave.
Hers and hers alone.
You can leave. Yeah, no, I completely, because you know what, that whole Me Too movement, it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of women just taking advantage of the moment, you know, getting a little light on them, and like that girl, what's her name? Rose McGowan. What was she was like the head of the Me Too movement or whatever, and then like that other chick, the Italian one who was dating what's his name? The chef who killed himself, Anthony Bourdain. So, do you remember that girl, that woman?
I remember that Italian girl. I remember Rose.
So she's like best friends with Rose McGowan. They're like the head of the Me Too movement, and she was just talking shit about Weinstein. But turns out she dated the guy. She dated Weinstein for 2 years. Like, what? You're gonna sorry. You know what you're doing. Like, you know these guys. You know exactly. You can't date the guy for 2 years and then come back and bring up all this shit.
Exactly.
Nope. No.
I definitely stay down like
Look, I've been around LA. I partied. I obviously have partied. I've been around. Like, I've been in crazy situations, and if I don't like a situation, I thankfully I get the fuck out of there. Like, whatever. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not gonna go. Like. Shit, I've got stories. I'm not gonna say who, but like I got plenty, and it's just like whatever. I'm not gonna go like never. Louis C.K. was fucking.
You should say who it is.
And what?
Let it be known then.
And what? Like, leave. He's being a weirdo.
Either way, I don't fuck with it.
He's a comic. Fucking comics are weird.
Isn't that what we used to call people though?
What?
Weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
Cancel culture.
Pervert.
I don't know.
Cancel culture used to be so simple. Cancel culture used to be. If I be like, John, I'm about to go over to such and such, they got a little shirt. Oh, I don't fuck with them. Why you don't fuck with them? Oh, this nigga did this weird shit. You say what? You explain why you don't fuck with somebody, and I had the choice to go. You know what? I don't fuck with them either. Turn the PlayStation on. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not going. That's how cancel culture used to be. Now it's all like, I'm not gonna support your business if you fuck with that guy.
Right, that's stupid.
Pal, you booked who? I'm telling everybody not to go to the Pal House because you booked JGreen and he is fat and ugly. Like, that's not how it works. You need to be like, to me, it should be on a personal level. When you tell me your experience, and I could bounce off of your experience and go, I don't fuck with them either, because then it's my choice.
Look, she goes, Joy says, I don't know, there are definitely situations where, and then it disappeared.
But you see what you're saying.
She was saying, like, there's definitely times where women get assaulted, you shouldn't dismiss that. I'm not dismissing.
There's no dismissal.
Assault.
I'm dismissing a drunk, stoned asshole in his hotel room with a couple girls late at night, and he's whatever, trying some shit. Like, you leave. Like, please, I've been in a situation.
Well, because it sounds like he asked for consent.
No, you know what? I have a crazy story, actually. I have, I was going out, day drinking, and He's not even a famous guy. He's just some random guy. So, but quickly, like, this is just for everyone, for all women who go out and you think like some guy's not. He looks like a nice guy. Whatever. We all drink. Like me and a couple of girlfriends, like drinking with him or whatever.
Brian
years ago, and we go
table that. Okay, I will bring that.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm day drinking right with my friend, and we end up going back to his house to keep drinking. You know, we do that all the time. Like, okay,
right?
I needed to go lay down. Right? I was like, I need to fucking take a nap. Like, it was one of those days. Like, we went hard that day. It was fun. Right. It was a fun day. But I like went to go lay down, and this dude comes on in and gets on top of me, tries forcefully to make out with me, like all that stuff. And I go, I was drunk at the time, but still, I was like, get the fuck off me, kick his ass off. Like, I tell my friend, let's go. She takes his shrooms. There's some shrooms there. We fucking take them, and it was like no big. It was like, oh, that's fucked up, right? But whatever. We went on, like we just left. But that's what I'm saying. Like I just fucking left. Like I didn't like the situation, obviously, so I left. Turns out, this guy. In the news. We see him in the news. Maybe a month or two later.
That was his hustle.
Dude, he was a rapist.
Rapist.
Like a crazy fucking full-on raped 30 women violently. And this guy with like blonde hair, like looks like he went to USC, like college boy.
Paul Walker.
Shit, dude.
Yo, I
was like,
stand
what?
by that, like, women don't know how to read men, how men read men. But if y'all ever learned how to read men the way men read men, those situations wouldn't arise as much.
Really weird. It's just it really threw me off. I was like, wow, like you really cannot trust.
Away from this motherfucker.
Sheesh.
So I apologize for bringing it up.
You're not gonna write me. No. I'll fucking.
But the Bill Cosby documentary, I watched it. All right, blah blah blah. At the end, this girl says, at the end, she's like a sex therapist, and she goes, have you ever been raped before? Like people who say that stuff to women sometimes. And like she's like, I just think it's weird that people ask that question, but they never ask, have you ever raped somebody? Or have you ever thought about raping somebody? Which is deep. Because it's basically like how we said about men reading men. Like, I don't think any of my friends have ever even tried or went to that level, because I feel like I'm a good reader. But also, it's like, dog, we know the way we talk to each other, we just know better to even go to that level of treating them. Like, the worst you're going to do is say something mean about a girl. You know what I'm saying? Or kick her out after you smash. Like, that's the worst thing you're gonna do. So when the girl brought, I felt like it was foreign language. I was like, have you ever raped him? I don't have to ask that question.
Actually, yeah.
I can tell you where though. I can look at a lineup and be like, he did.
I was contemplating.
Like, I can tell you. People I don't fuck with. If men don't fuck with them, chances are you shouldn't either.
Scary, dude.
I get about 4 questions in. I know which one y'all are.
You are a creep.
How's a guy even turned on by that? Like,
it's a power
force
thing.
himself.
Yeah, it's a power thing.
You know what? It might not be power at all. It might just be mental damnation. You just got a fucked up brain, bro.
It's their experiences in life or whatever happened to them in life. But I feel like this easily readable. Something happened to you.
You got that look.
You fuck with him?
They be having that twist.
It's not so easy, and that's what I mean. Like, it's scary. Like, this guy we were hanging out with seemed, and I have a very good, I have good
radar.
Intuition, with people and everything. But we were drinking. It wasn't so he played the moves. He knew how to act. He's a fucking psychopath, so he knows how to do. And just nicely, like, let's go back to my place and we'll keep drinking. Just no big deal. Hit a nice place. Like, what the
the best part of life is bullshit, because bullshit is where you get to kind of figure everything out.
True.
when your friends bullshit you, I'll bullshit you, bro. I'm gonna be there in like 20 minutes. They ain't gonna be here for 45 minutes. Like, you know, like he'll be here in an hour. Like, you already know because you're like, oh, he bullshits. I know his bullshit. I see his bullshit. So when you already recognize they bullshit, when you already on that part of noticing when somebody's like, you're not being 100 with me.
Right.
Then when they actually are not being 100 with you, you were like a creep to me. It's like,
right.
You can't hide this shit. You can't hide it,
right.
Because it's too out there. Like, right. No, you.
Energy is
real.
Energy
is a real thing.
We have to connect with that more. Your intuition, and you gotta trust that. I read an amazing book. It's called The Gift of Fear. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you guys! Yeah. It was
The Gift of Fear.
It's written by Gavin DeGraw.
No, I don't want to be.
No, Gavin.
I don't want to.
I'm sorry, not Gavin DeGraw. I'm sorry, Gavin DeBecker.
That's the guy who sings that song?
Becker. No, you're right. That's a musician.
I don't want to be anything.
Gavin DeGraw. Oh my God.
I love that song. Yeah, I love that song.
DeBecker. That's his last name. Sorry. Anyway, he's the head of security. He's the head of security of Jeff Bezos, and like, he wrote this book about, you know, the gift of fear, right? Mm-hmm. Which is your intuition. Having fear is a gift. Like, it teaches you. Like, you have to feel that. You have to be intuitive to yourself. Like, when you feel something's off with somebody, trust it.
They keep trying to
like don't suppress it. Don't like think, oh, I'm just me. Like, and especially with women. I mean, it's of course men too, but like especially with women around men. Like, oh my gosh, it's a really good book about how he like. You can tell with people's energy. And like
energy is something that is generated, so you can combine your energy or compound your energy with somebody else. So if you're like, I don't know, he's giving me a creepy vibe,
you gotta trust
bring him around somebody else, and if he gives that person also a creepy vibe, and now you got more people to say, yeah, we're creeped out.
Yeah.
Now there's no question about it. And to me, that's how guys are. We're like, it's like, she's a hoe. I'm pretty certain. And to bring around and be like, are you smashing tonight? I knew it. I knew she was a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Why she gotta be a hoe?
No, I'm just using that as the example.
No, for sure. But yeah, it's
what? The hoe she lies about.
That's what makes you a hoe.
You gotta trust your gut.
Right. And yeah, and you can further trust your gut by putting more into it. So,
and the book even talks about like the behavior of like if you're working for a company or you're the boss, and like, I don't know, you have some weirdo, a weirdo who's working. Like, how do you know he's not a fucking shooter? Like, he's gonna come shoot up the office if you fire him. Like, that's serious shit. Like, you gotta pay attention to, you know, all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting.
Well,
did you feel like you accomplished what you was trying to accomplish today as far as the podcast, everybody?
Yeah.
Me too.
Thanks for having me on.
Another episode of the books. You know what I'm saying? We had an illustrious guest, pal.
Illustrious, yeah. We had some girls going to
She did not say nigger once.
And we said it a lot.
And we made up for it.
More than we wanted to.
She's such an ally. She's like, guys.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You said her nigga made her own.
There's a part where she was like, yeah, well, yeah, okay. No, okay. All right.
I agree.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. No, that's right. No, it happened.
But Powerhouse every Friday.
Yes, every Friday.
Yeah,
they're getting better and better. Huh?
You got anybody special coming in next week?
Let me see who's on.
Not that all you guys are not special.
You guys are all special.
Everyone's special.
But some more than that.
Actually,
and so funny. Oh my God.
Okay, we have Erica Rhodes.
Okay.
Erica Rhodes.
She is. Kareem Matthews. I love Kareem, dude. He stands out to me. He's fucking hilarious. Omid Singh. Jill. No. Kevin Christie. Do you know who he is?
I knew who you were starting with, Jill.
I don't know why I don't know why. I don't know. But Kevin Christie, he's pretty cool. He was on Tom Segura.
I feel like I have seen Kevin.
He's a really good artist actually too, which I like. I met him because he came to my drawing club, my figure drawing.
Oh, and he's a comedian.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's really talented, but he's really funny.
Then Frank said, "Oh."
And then the host is Bruce Gray.
Now Bruce Gray, that's my guy.
You gotta come.
That's my guy. Where it is? Is it in like the Valley?
It's on Melrose, one block from Paramount.
Pictures? Oh, okay, that's it.
It's really cool. And I want to actually start doing open mic comedy.
Good luck.
No?
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
After the show? No? Why?
No, you should do like karaoke or something like that. Anyway.
Not good? Okay, well.
Oh, dude, Frank.
I'm playing with ideas, with this space. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
Well,
yeah.
That's Powerhouse every Friday. Anything you guys want to know before we get out?
I will be on the Fresh Jace podcast next Saturday. It's gonna be 12:30. It's gonna be me. Jonathan Tumblin will be there.
Yeah, I gotta have you guys back. I gotta have you back. Come on.
I just want to check it out. I just want to be a part of the energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
Oh, you'll like it.
Shout out to.
You can't beat the energy there.
You cannot beat the energy.
No.
Okay. I gotta be there now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mark Boyd is not here. Rastafari Unicorn.
Oh yeah, Rastafari.
Mr. Cupcake.
That's the boyfriend of Katrina.
I think so.
Katrina's great.
Is that why he's
Love
there?
her. Shout out Katrina.
Shout out.
She's cool too. She does art.
They're doing a Comedy Central thing.
Yeah, she comes to my drawing club too.
Does Andrea Gazetta come to you? Have you heard
Who's
of her?
that?
We're gonna have to introduce you.
She's an artist?
Yes, she's a dope artist and comedian, so she's both.
That's great.
Yeah, you have to meet her. She's dope.
I love how many comics paint and draw.
Jonathan, we can reach your message. Spence? Barry? Anything popping?
Nah, not this week.
Take a picture.
I feel like I'm gonna go see the Tupac exhibit today. I'll give you guys. I'll give you guys a rundown of how dope it is.
Word.
Oh, and a prediction because the Super Bowl will be.
Right.
The Super Bowl.
We'll do that before we go out.
LA's gonna win.
Pal first.
What?
Who's winning the Super Bowl? What's the score?
LA, duh. Oh, the score?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
You just gotta take two numbers.
Like guessing the score.
The two. No, you know the score and you're saying
What's
it.
I really don't watch football, so is that it's like a low number, right? Like
It's
3.
28.
okay.
LA will have 3. This is my guess, right? I'm guessing.
Okay.
3 touchdowns.
Oh, okay. So 20. Okay.
And then
Cincinnati
is that what
Bengals.
it is? 21.
And then Cincinnati Bengals will have
1.
21-7. 21-7.
Okay, I'm gonna go 35 to 33. Rams. Go ahead.
Wow, that's a lot of field goals.
It is. They're gonna kick 11 field goals.
Probably 30 to 21.
Rams or Bengals?
Rams.
Okay.
Rams.
It's Rams here.
27.
27 to 20.
So it's a consensus Rams. Everybody thinks it's Rams. Well, of course.
Hello.
But also, I want to make another prediction. I think the Tupac hologram will be at the halftime show. Put that out there.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
I think it's gonna happen because he only been at Coachella, so it's about time,
I'm
right?
excited for Eminem and Snoop.
Yeah.
Everyone. I want
K-Dot.
time.
Vote for everybody black. But
Asia, I say you're a shot coming out there sucking dick. No, I'm sorry, I had to be ignorant. I'm sorry.
and we have been the first.
It would be a JGreen show if I don't say something.
That's fun.